streamen igång. So if anyone is watching this, I guess no one's watching right now live, but this will be on YouTube later as well. This is the best of 3 semifinals between Persson, David Persson, and Henrik Pettersson. I'm joined here with Carl Johan. How are you doing?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing fine. It's pretty,
Uh, yeah, do you have anything to say about these players? You played against Henrik last week, right? 2 weeks ago?
yeah, I did a physical game, and it was during the Grand Slam as well. So it was an exhausting day, and it was an annoying game because I did really well initially, and I was also really lucky, and then he caught up in the end. So that was a bit frustrating. But he's a very good player, and David is as well. And it's interesting to follow Henrik because he's kind of like I feel like he's a rising star at the moment. He played all his games ahead of schedule on ITSL, and he's got a lot of wins and not many losses. So it'll be very interesting to see how that division um, sort of ends up being in the end.
Yeah. And so, uh, yeah, I think he's 15-2-1 uh,
Yeah,
in
something like that.
ITSL. David's not hasn't played as many, but he's like 7-1 or 8-1, something like that. So he's doing quite well as well. Um, I've played like 15 games against David this summer when both of our wives were out of town. We just play like 2 or 3 games every day, and I think he made one mistake
Nice.
in that
Actually,
week.
David is ranked number 12 in the world right now. It's pretty impressive.
Very impressive, and I have no doubt that Henrik's going to get somewhere like that too. I think
Henrik is currently 42.
I looked at his record. I think it was as US. He hasn't lost a single game in ITS rating yet.
Hmm.
Uh, and David, of course, also. So yeah, I think it's these two players. I'm not going to say Fredrik's not one of the two best players. Fredrik's the player who won the other semifinal, and they're going to play against in the final. But these two players are definitely top 3 at least in Sweden.
I'm looking at the ratings right now, and Henrik is 11-2 as the US, and
Okay,
8-3 as the Soviets. So, but still really good.
still really good. So I guess I looked at that a couple of weeks ago, but
Mm.
very good. I think he's got like 2,000 games played or something like that as well. So um, yeah,
Nice. We start.
let's start now that we have a little bit of a preview going. So we're going to be playing and replaying the game at a faster pace at 1.5 speed, just so we can do the whole best of 3 tonight. And if there's any point where we want to pause, I guess we can do that. But let's go. We'll be watching from Henrik's point of view, and he's starting as the US.
All right, not a bad hand.
Amazing hand. What do you even headline here?
Vectors, Purge, Marshall. Yeah,
Uh,
containment is probably not that good.
no, I think you go Marshall, right? And then you just dominate, and maybe you try to even hold Purge.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing as well.
No, you got 3-3-2.
Imagine. Yeah, but then you can still Marshall. It's quite a good
Yeah,
Marshall
not
headline.
not tipping off your hand. Uh,
Mm. And you're kind of okay against maybe the goal even.
yeah. Oh wow, he's got sound on. Do you hear that? I'll turn that
Yeah,
down.
I do. I do.
Those Russian quotes. Uh,
Right, it's going for a Marshall headline.
yeah, and whenever I have hands like this, and
There
there
we
goes
go.
the goal. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right, this should be interesting. At least it will be quite costly um for David to take France here, but he can certainly do it if he wants to.
No, he can't because then he gets realigned.
Right, of course. Yeah, that's true.
Um, but
But
yeah,
killing Italy here is also quite a big
cooing
move.
Italy is probably better than trying to take France
Absolutely.
if that's what you're going for.
But
Whenever
then
I
you
get
will.
sorry,
No, that's fine.
whenever I get hands like this, I'm like, oh, I better get a lot done because I'm gonna get a shit hand turn too. Like all the
Yeah,
blue cards are going now already.
yeah. true. But it's some of the cards that you want to play for ops anyway. Of course, you might get red cards next turn. All right, successful coup in Iran. The image is a bit blurry, but
Is it blurry
hopefully,
for you?
yeah, it is blurry. Maybe I
Oh, we
can.
should have tested this.
It might not be in the stream, but I'll see if I can improve the.
Let me just pause this real quick then, so you can
Well,
see.
I don't
I'll
know if
just
I can increase the quality or if you can do it for me.
I
Because it
thought
says
720p. Yeah, it
720p.
doesn't go higher than that.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah. Can you see okay?
I can, but
Yeah.
if it is it better for you?
Yeah, yeah, and it looks better in the stream. So,
Okay, cool.
okay, so we'll keep going.
Let's go then. All right, Olympics to South Korea.
Sensible taking Egypt. Not going
Mm-hmm.
back yet.
No, no reason to. What do you think is your hold card here? Containment, maybe?
I think containment because you're going to get a shit hand.
Yeah.
Turn 3. You still want to
Henrik is
coup.
getting a very strong position in the Middle East here.
Yeah. You definitely want to coup Iran at some point to get access to Western Asia too and be able to take Thailand.
Maybe, but you don't want to lower Defcon for D-style and decall, and you also don't want to just let him coup back right away, and then you
Yeah,
don't get Asia anyway.
yeah. But here it comes.
There comes the coup, and it's a really good roll,
Wow.
so that was all right.
And for people who don't speak Swedish, Henrik just said he cannot complain about his. Was it just luck or rolls there? I didn't see.
His hand, I think,
Mm.
what he mentioned. And NATO's already active as well. Yeah, it's certainly looking very blue.
Very blue. And then if you get Thailand out of this as well,
Hmm.
because David
It's
didn't
true.
have decall. I guess he probably would have decalled already, but yes,
Yeah,
now you
maybe.
get Thailand and Lebanon, and if
Wow.
seldom do you, this is the kind of start that could be like a U.S. steamroll.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I guess with that starting hand, um,
Yeah, we'll see what happens next turn.
yeah, interesting choice here. What you hold, if you hold containment or Indo-Pak.
Yeah, because you don't really want to give up but if you walk into Pakistan now,
Yeah,
but then you don't really want Defcon to be at 4.
yeah,
That's not what he does.
no,
He
and
goes
you get a coup anyway.
now. I prefer that.
See,
That's
this is
that's
what you needed containment for.
exactly, exactly. Still a very manageable hand though. You got blockade. You're gonna have to discard decall.
Yeah.
Right. Still, it's not a big deal. All right.
Ooh, but you might get off Europe here
He
with
might.
Sokovs. That would be a big deal for David.
It would be. Yeah.
He's thinking about something though. Do you just take Italy here? Yep.
I guess one thing you could do. All right. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that changes things a little bit.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
With containment, you can of course space blockade if you want to.
And hold decall. Yeah.
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 I'm not a big fan of that because I always forget the blockade is still in the game.
Yeah. You do want to
That's
get rid of it.
yeah. He
And that is what he's gonna end
decided
up
to go
doing.
for it.
Showing some
Moving the
indecisiveness.
screen around a
Yeah.
lot.
We all have our things we do. Some people zoom
Yeah.
in, some people click, some people hold the cards and like shake them around.
Yeah.
See, we have
Yeah,
Fredrik in
it's
the chat
away.
right now.
Oh, do we? All right.
Not in the chat, but watching at least.
Yeah.
And some other people. Hello to
So this is
viewers.
obviously there's no delay for this because it's pre-recorded, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to comment on plays, we're here.
Actually, maybe I should just watch the stream instead. The
I
quality
think
was.
then you're like 5 seconds behind. So
Ah, okay, okay.
okay, and David taking up Dom here. All of a sudden, the world is not as blue as it was, although it's easily dodged, of course, after the Marshall. Defcon still at 4 makes things a little precarious.
Mm-hmm. A lot of interesting things can happen at DEFCON 4, though. I mean, I've seen
Yeah,
people go crazy in Africa with DEFCON 4 because you can just counter coup.
yeah,
Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. And of course, if someone coups in Asia, then you generally want to do something about that.
yeah.
So,
And going into Colombia there, I don't know about that.
mm,
That's it. I guess.
anything can happen. Like if you roll really well, then it's a good move. But if you
Yeah.
don't, then it's
I
probably a
guess
bad
the point is that Henrik didn't. There's Middle East. Henrik didn't have any good coup targets, so
move.
David could have couped somewhere, and then if the coup like empties out Egypt, for example, you still don't have Milops.
Right.
Um, I might take Greece here. I don't know.
Mm. Maybe for brush war purposes, but he's never going to get domination, I don't think.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
Algeria is a high priority, to be
Yeah, maybe
honest.
some kind of real line situation too. I don't think David's going to go into Algeria because that gives a perfect coup target. Um,
Right.
yeah, sneaky DEFCON 4 situation.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And nobody really has to coup anyway. But I don't know. Do you think the Henrik is going to coup if
I
David leaves
mean,
definite four?
I think you might coup Lebanon there,
Yeah.
honestly, with the 4 op, because you get two VPs out of it.
Mm. And if you roll reasonably well, then
Oh
you
wow,
don't even have to roll that well.
David pointing out he got 4 ops.
That is a terrible, terrible hand. He had to play China as well.
Yeah. Wait, how did he have 4 ops?
He should have had five, six. Oh no, he had lines Sokov, so he's got a one up then
Okay.
probably in his hand.
Yeah, but he did play the China card.
He did,
Yeah,
but that's not ideal. And here
yeah.
comes Nasty.
Oh, I guess without China card,
All
C2
right,
is there.
decent coup in Lao.
So that is something I'll say about David after these 2 hands of Henrik's. This hand wasn't great, but containment kind of made it great.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it's okay. Definitely better than David's.
yeah, and the board is still where it is right now. Um,
Exactly.
I guess Sokov's changed a lot there in Europe, but
Yeah, a very nice defensive play. You can call it that.
yeah,
I mean, the Middle East is his biggest
he
problem.
needs to put
But
one in Yugoslavia here though for Dom, right? Oh, I'm thinking red. Sorry, David should have put one in.
he did. He put two, I think. So the previous turn. Then he got a mill up there. All right, still a fairly good hand. He gets decall again. Of course, David. That means David has D-style.
And DEFCON at 5.
Uh, what have we not seen yet? That is important.
Yeah, I
It's been quite fast, so I'm thinking about you and intervention if we've seen that.
yeah, UN we haven't seen. Cambridge 5, and there goes
Oh, we
Europe.
saw Cambridge.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, but we get to see his hand, so that makes it easier. Right, Korean War, of course, yeah. And he's got 5-year plans. Probably gonna want to hold on to that.
Yeah, JR pointing out you could go You could realign Italy here. Um, if
Well,
you t
as the US, yes, but
yeah,
oh, with CIA,
yeah,
right?
yeah, with CIA, but
And what did
with
he
only
actually do?
one, it wouldn't make a difference.
No. What did he actually do?
He could Italy. No, he did realign it. Yeah, yeah, he did realign it.
Nothing happened.
Went down one. It was 4-1. Now
Oh, did it?
it's
All right.
3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coup with Korea into fairly shitty coup in Colombia. Defcon is still at 5.
Yeah.
Now the US could realign Italy now, or at least put one more influence into it.
Yeah. But
Or even coup
as
with
long
a
as you
4-up.
keep, yeah, yeah, as long as you keep DEFCON high, David isn't going to want to destall.
Right.
But yeah, cooing Italy. I guess Europe was just scored, but you might never get it back.
No, you only have a few chances with those.
Waiting for teardown.
Exactly. Here comes a coup back in Colombia. We've got a coup war going.
Yeah,
Defcon 5 in
yeah.
Colombia.
So far, 7 ops have been spent cooing Colombia. And there we go again. Even giving up Fidel.
Well,
Isn't that your space card?
I would have thought so, but or you could be decalled or stock govs as well, I guess.
Yeah,
But it's nice to not give Fidel in turn 3. Like,
absolutely.
strong coup.
Yeah,
Panama. Now he probably wishes he didn't give up Fidel.
misses the space.
And Defcon is now at 4, and Italy stays red. But
Keeping
he's
a
got
lot
a
of ops though. You can jam
Yeah, he's
Italy.
got
You
a
can
lot of
jam
off.
Italy.
Yeah, unless he ever protects it.
Yeah. Oh, I
So,
guess you have to play Sokovs though, unless you hold it.
yeah. Would you hold a 4-up here for next turn, or would you like?
I like jamming Italy here.
Yeah,
Um,
you can do that and still hold a 4-up,
yeah.
unless you want to
Take
then use Japan.
take Pakistan. I feel like it's just
Yeah,
sitting
that's
there.
something you definitely have to do.
And you have all the 4 ups.
I think it probably holds socialists and space it next turn if I don't get anything really horrible.
Yeah. But you want to play Viet. Maybe playing Vietnam early doesn't even matter here. It's not like he's gonna jam.
Nothing's going to happen really, but you can
Yeah.
play it in AR5 at least.
Yeah. And then jam. But maybe that
Mm.
tips your hand that you're gonna jam Italy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I think we
Oh,
saw
there we
both.
go. So now you're gonna be able to taking out of Lao and Lebanon too.
Lebanon.
This is a weird one.
Yeah. Yeah, David's complaining about Henrik's hands here.
Yeah.
Can only agree. Destyling into Pakistan and India. And only one in South America by the looks of it. I don't know about Pakistan there. It was kind of easy for him to take it anyway. He had the China card and
Yeah. Maybe he was trying to bait out a coup instead.
could be, could be.
Yeah. Um,
If he's got a good card, he could go now, I guess. But you're in a weak position in South America, so
yeah, and I think Henrik's just waiting to coup Angola with Vietnam revolts.
yeah.
Interesting choice to use UN on
East
the
European
EU there. That feels,
6 in Germany and Poland.
yeah.
And that means he's not holding 5-year plan.
Oh, maybe he
He played
is.
it already?
No, 5-year plan was in Henrik's turn one hand.
I guess he was thinking about maybe no David has 5-year plan. We saw his hand earlier.
Oh,
So
right.
he's probably thought about either doing that or simply losing you into 5-year plan.
Yeah, yeah,
And then I guess he might as well.
yeah.
All right. Panama is back in his hand. And here
Do you
comes
break
Vietnam.
Italy? Oh no.
There's no coup. He's breaking North Korea.
I like it. Threaten it with China card.
Sure.
Not a lot of
Slightly
ops, but
weaker hand in terms of ops, but still some good events.
good. Both
Puppets and
OAS and puppets, yeah.
yeah, that's lovely. Lovely bear trap.
Ooh,
And turns out he can easily space socialists here.
yeah, but Juntas. Oh,
Yeah.
that's big.
It was
That's
just in
big.
time for
Yeah,
David.
yeah.
And then he coups Mexico. All
Just
right.
barely doesn't get in.
And what was that? Grains?
Yeah,
That was convenient.
yeah.
All right. And he takes North Korea. And South America, he has to hurry up now in South America if he wants to.
Yeah, that North Korea is just so juicy though.
Yeah,
That's a lot of VPs.
very nice. It's worth giving up something for.
I don't think David would score South America here if you had it.
No,
But that is a lot of threats at once.
it is.
Ooh,
I don't
that's
know.
central now.
He's just gambling that he doesn't have it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's something had to be filled. So either Africa or
Sure.
central.
But maybe he could have started off with, like, Henrik could have taken Mexico first and then puppeted, maybe. But then he might have missed out on.
Then if David had Africa, it would be the same thing. It's just a 50-50. But it turns out he didn't have any
Hmm.
of the scorings. Oh, he did have Africa.
I don't know.
So he made the right choice.
Yeah.
Now I guess you save OAS for AR7.
Yeah. That's quite nice, actually, with just event Camp David. Oh, he gets
And
some extra help.
that's why David didn't go into Venezuela.
Hmm.
Do you event Camp David here? You're running out of
I think I,
ops.
I think I would, because he
Yeah,
gives you access to Saudi Arabia, and it's a VP.
it is a VP.
You need to put one in. You need to put one in Israel anyway. All
Double
right.
threat again.
It's being quite aggressive now in South America.
Oh, but no one has mill ops. That's smart. That's a
No,
great play.
I don't know. I
He's
thought maybe I would have cooed Colombia here, but
but then you're giving David mill ops because
right,
he
better
doesn't
to.
have a coup. He doesn't have a coup target.
Well, not a good one anyway.
He doesn't have any coup target.
It's got Costa Rica.
Oh, Costa Rica. Right, right. So now you get
Right,
those
two
two mill
VPs.
ops. Yeah.
Yep. All right, another fairly well. You got the gunman,
Yeah.
but Muslim
VOA is
is
beautiful here for Africa, right?
yeah, absolutely.
I think it's the headline no matter what because just so you
Yeah,
can cancel if
totally.
there's a scoring.
And the Pope is important. For the future.
But I think you just take out of South America here, right? To equalize it. Maybe two from Brazil and two from Panama.
You could, but Africa is tempting because you knock him out of. But then you have Portuguese, so
Yeah, the events are coming anyway.
mm. Or even one from Iraq. It's not so bad.
Iraq I like, yeah.
All right, that was a good timing. But now, yeah, Brazil is good, and Argentina as well, because you're gonna get one of them
Yeah.
probably, or at least a coup.
Francie Pants is mentioning in chat taking one out of North Korea might be good.
Mm, yeah, maybe
David does have the China card. You should
he
probably have
does.
overprotected that before, but
Yeah, he should have it because right now he doesn't have the ops to fight for it,
yeah,
as in Henrik doesn't have the ops.
yeah. You need to get one in there as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
Um, you don't really have the ops to take any of these countries either.
we've seen cultural, and we haven't seen any of the American China cards. So I don't know if that means he's reluctant to give
Ooh,
up the China card, or if he'd rather just do it before.
was that a coup on Brazil?
I didn't see that.
I feel like I wanna. Can I rewind? I think. I mean, it was a coup somewhere and it failed.
Your
Yeah,
chat can tell us.
David filled up and and
Yeah,
uh,
fill up
and
and then
And
Henrik
Henrik
to
missed his coup.
Brazil. Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wow, Franzipan's called it.
yeah, absolutely. And now he's got nothing to do. There's
Yeah,
no way to stop
yeah. I mean, Muslim is kind of okay in a weird way, but
that.
I
It
guess
is
it's
in a way because he doesn't have access to Libya anyway.
if you had taken one out of Iraq. If you'd taken
Yeah,
one out of Iraq, it would have been okay.
yeah.
But I guess you're just gonna lose Asia now. Whoa,
I think
what just happened?
was he still in the? No, what?
What the hell just happened?
I don't know. Are you rewinding?
I did not rewind.
No, is it something
Uh,
with grains when? No, no, that was.
no, no, we just
What?
rewinded like the whole turn, but I didn't
Oh,
click anything.
yeah. Hmm.
Uh, there's something wrong with the video file, maybe?
Oh, what? Did it rewinded on its own?
Yeah, yeah, I
Or
didn't click anything. Uh,
oh,
okay, we'll
that's
just go ahead a little bit here.
spooky. Oh yeah, because we're back in. All right.
Okay, so now
Weird.
we're on this. Sorry about that, everyone. Um, okay, so now we're back here.
Yep.
Let's
Yep.
hope that that's what it's supposed to be.
I mean, you kind of like if you play Muslim here, you've got a lot of work to do after that. But
Yeah,
I guess you could kind of do it, because you could space socialists anyway. Um, you might get the double, or you're quite likely to get the double space.
yeah,
Oh well, right, yeah, yeah. So he had Nixon as well, so that's
yeah.
a reason to
That's why he played it. Kind
yeah,
of a perfect play there for David.
absolutely.
Um,
So we've got a realignment threat in Brazil, and he goes for a coup. It fails, or sort of half fails. And he's
yeah,
got Middle East Dong.
but I bet Henrik that was a mistake. The North Korea not overprotecting it. If
Yeah,
you're gonna spend the China card doing that, then you gotta overprotect it too.
yeah.
That's seven VPs that were equalized just now, or six.
Hmm.
So now you're out of ops. You're gonna event Jean Paul, right? And then space
Yeah, might as well
socialists.
space socialists now.
Yeah.
Did it failed? All right. And oh, okay. South
Oh,
America.
nope. Broke
Well,
North Korea.
fall into North Korea. Well, he's
And
got Asia scoring,
yeah,
but it
you
doesn't give him Dom, but he's got the China card again and Surrey.
yeah.
So it didn't turn out all right for him anyway. Be a headline Surrey here then.
There's something wrong with this video file because now I'm hearing sounds from a different part of the game.
Really?
Yeah, sorry, I just turned off the sound. So
Yeah, yeah, do that.
Justin's complaining about no Pope event.
Yeah, he was with me. I don't
uh,
know. I think I agree with him here. I mean, looking at the hand, it was a good move because he got Asia scoring and Surrey and
yeah,
all the rest of it.
yeah.
But I
And
think
now, what is
judging
Asia now?
from
It was it eight VPs?
it's a lot. He doesn't have any battlegrounds. Okay, here comes
Oh, but maybe
influence.
he has Central.
Yeah, it could be, could be.
Oh,
All right, that was a coup
stop.
somewhere.
Yeah, stop zooming. What was that?
I have no idea. Was it in Central?
Yeah, maybe it was Panama. Oh,
I think this tempo is okay if they weren't moving the screen so much.
yeah,
Okay, okay. So he's back in Asia.
yeah. David mentioning that luck has turned because he ended up not getting that Asia. Uh, Asia Dom.
Yep.
That he invested heavily into as well.
Did, yeah. Now he's going to get some points from Southeast Asia, but then the rest of his hand is very weak now.
Yeah. Get the double space though, unless there's
Yeah, but that means you're also not doing anything for like 3 turns.
yeah.
Asia scoring next, I guess. Comes a coup with Indo-Pakistani. Nothing happens.
Okay, now this is going a little bit too fast for me. I'm gonna just
I
slow it
agree.
down a
I agree.
little bit. There's something off about this file, I believe. Okay, we're playing again. Um,
Is this normal speed now?
this is normal speed now. I just want to
Right.
kind of catch my breath a little bit.
It feels good.
Yeah.
Oh,
um, so Willie is. I don't know. I
actually,
might.
it's
I
not
would.
given.
I might space Willie here, depending on what David ends up doing.
You might as well because we also haven't seen One Small Step yet.
Yeah.
We have not seen Kennedy either, so we're waiting for it, or David might be holding it. Obviously, getting it in turn 7, if Henrik does that, that's really lovely. I mean, the board state is actually quite red now.
Yeah. No, that's what David said. The Central America was
That was
key
big.
there, and not getting the H off. I
Yeah,
think maybe.
yeah.
I mean, it made sense cooing
Mm,
when he did, but so he cooed and failed the first coup, and then he cooed with ABM and got Panama out of it. But then in
right.
return he lost. So he, yeah, it was 5, 6 VPs either way.
Mm.
Notably, though, nothing in Asia is overprotected right now, and
Oh,
David would have to spend 3 ops to fix everything. And Middle East is coming as well. I guess.
it is. He needs the battleground, finally, in turn
Yeah.
6, his first Middle Eastern battleground. And he played that. No, what? Oh yeah, he
He
played it.
cooed as a.
And he did not take back West Germany. Okay. He got Kennedy, but then he's got a fairly nice hand apart from that, so
Yeah. Maybe you play
so
China and hold both. I don't
he
know.
can. Yeah. You might want to play China anyway if he doesn't overprotect Asia.
Notably, he also has special, and I think David knows he has special to break Italy here.
No, that's pretty big.
Um, and getting one small step, of course.
And also
Uh,
Brush War if he doesn't manage to take it that way.
and
Brush
brush
War is
war as well.
very good.
Brush war could also be useful for Algeria here.
Yeah, there is a nice target. But David should have.
Ooh, that's the perfect counter right there.
Oh wow,
Wow, what a
beautiful!
redraw. So that's probably David knowing that special was coming.
Absolutely.
Um,
He should have gone into Greece by now. I feel, and Yugoslavia to
David,
both.
David, David should have. You mean? Yeah.
Yeah, he should have both to get Dom and to protect Italy from Brush War because it was only like
I
it
don't
only
think
came.
he's ever going to get Dom. He's got 3 countries right now, and David's
No, I don't think
or
he's going to get
Henrik's
it
one.
in the long term, but
Yeah.
it's 3 ops to make Brush War meaningless,
Hmm.
which I think is worth it because that's
Justin
his only way to.
Justin is suggesting brush war, then salt for brush war again, and dump gunmen. Hold Kennedy in China. I like that.
Mm,
It's a lot of steps, but I like it.
yeah, yeah. No, but it's good because you're getting a good card as well from
Yeah.
Salt.
Does David know about brush war?
He should, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a known.
So he has to overprotect. He needs to protect Italy here.
Yeah.
And
That's
David
what we want to see.
has Middle East, right? We never saw Middle East, so we know David have it has it.
No, that's true. That's true. So he's gonna have to just dump that. But the Middle East is always fewer points than you think. I don't know what that is. Is it five?
That would be 4 right now.
Four?
Yeah, because it's 3 if you have one more
Exactly.
battleground in
Yeah,
them.
that's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
I like that brushed salt brush
Yeah.
play. That's hard to
Where did
see.
he
It's hard to
play
see.
it?
Uh,
It
I don't know.
failed.
Yeah,
But
probably Brazil would be my guess. Let me just
yeah, maybe.
rewind there for a second.
I think I would prefer Algeria though, because Africa is so weak.
Eagle Eye Fancy Pants says it was Brazil.
Right.
Yep, he was right.
Yep.
I feel like Henrik is playing quite fast as well.
Mm.
Maybe
That's it's
he's
something he mentioned to me that he
he
or
plays
maybe
too
that was
fast.
Harvey. It was one of them that said that they
Oh,
play too that they need to slow down.
yeah. So it looks like he's going to try to hold gunman and ask not.
Yeah, I like that because you don't know what you're going to get in the next turn, but
Yeah.
whatever you get, you're not going to see for the rest of the game. So it's a lovely thing to be able to do.
So banking on David giving up here because you only have one ops.
Yeah.
There's Middle
Right.
East.
Of course, you had to play that. So
Yeah.
there goes North Korea again, swinging back and forth a lot.
Yeah.
South Korea, though, stable communist state for the whole game.
And David only had the one op left.
It did, yeah.
Yeah. Failed a coup
Okay.
on Colombia, and Henrik fails
That's
his coup.
Central or something.
And there's Asia, and there's a whole bunch of red cards to get rid of.
Yeah, that's nice, Kennedy.
Very nice.
Might wanna play Asia us though, or headline us not. I guess. Yeah, that's probably what you do.
Would you keep Glasnost here for the coup card?
Maybe it's quite good, and the points are only one minus one, so you're not really worried about the points.
What about cultural?
I mean, you have to space something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hold cultural. You you can hold Glasnost, and then you can see if you get something bad. If
Yeah.
you don't, then you might think about spacing Glasnost, perhaps.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
guess
so
keeping Glasnost is perfect because then you can either
yeah,
space it or use it to coup.
yeah. And you want to get a coup into Africa, that would be pretty big. So
Yeah.
if you can do that, especially if you don't get Algeria here. A lot of open battlegrounds
Yeah.
after the headline. All right. It's a shame you can't play Korean
Kingston
War on North
coup.
Korea.
You gotta fix Europe here, right? Oh, he
Yeah,
doesn't have enough
before you
ops for it though.
before you play Kennedy, but that's also a
Yeah. Do you need to
good
take
card to play.
Nigeria though? I guess you can't fix Europe anyway. Or can
You
you?
can't do want to
You need. Yeah.
no.
I mean, if you left Nigeria open.
Uh, yeah, I'm a little bit worried about Europe here though.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's an unnecessary 5 points you lose. You get up into War Games territory as well. And the next space step is important too.
Space is important here, but you have Asia to dodge if Europe gets.
For the moment.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he.
I'm worried about Africa now.
Yeah, and Asia too,
Yeah.
because now Thailand's flippable.
I might dump Asia here and then play Kennedy.
Oh, but you lose Nigeria, and then all of a sudden Africa's controlled.
Yeah, but then you can Glasnost.
Oh, and Iran-Iraq War is on Flower Power, so you
Yeah,
actually don't have
well, it's
any.
Iran Iraq as well.
Yeah, you have no ops right now.
No, you play Kennedy now and then see what
Yeah,
happens. Because
yeah,
Glasnost, you can coup yourself back into Africa fairly
that's
easily.
true. That's true.
All right, here comes the. And it fails.
Fails. Now you Kennedy for everything, I think, or maybe whole Glasnost.
I would hold Glasnost because you want the Africa coup. Here we
And War
go.
Games.
It's a better hand for sure.
Yeah.
It's too bad about. So, would you coup Brazil here?
Oh, I don't even know what the tie. That there's a potential tie here. If you space Yuri and make it, and then play War Games, that's a
Yeah,
tie.
it's a tie, and that counts as a win in this tournament, does it?
No, it is
Yeah, no,
actually a tie.
oh, it
It's
does.
actually a tie. It's a tie.
Actual tie.
Yeah.
Do you not think he can win this though? I mean, yeah, okay. Because Europe is only like going to be 1 point in the end, probably.
Yeah, but his regions have scored already, and the unscored
True.
regions are all
Yeah,
red.
yeah, that's
Uh,
true. It's a good point, actually. Hmm. Maybe a tie is a
ooh,
good idea here.
nope.
No.
Uh, and maybe in my infinite wisdom, my rules description did not describe the tie very well in the playoffs.
No, but if
Uh,
you don't say anything, then surely a tie is a tie.
yeah.
Because that thing, that's only the Grand Slams, right? With war games. And that's confusing, but that's something that they have added on purpose.
Yeah, but I think also in the ITSL and OTSL playoffs, the higher seed wins a tie
Right. Okay.
in the
Yeah, that
playoffs,
makes
and this is the playoffs, but
Hmm.
he doesn't go for it.
I suppose
He's
we can't
losing.
really have a tie, can we? Because it doesn't really work. So
Yeah,
you'd have to clarify that.
yeah, but he did manage to um, equalize South America there, which is big. But I still
Yeah,
feel like this game is tilting hard to David now.
feels so too. But he can
Yeah,
equalize
and
Europe before he gets
David
scored.
David sniffs
Mm,
out the scoring.
yeah, but that's okay.
I guess if he didn't have
Uh,
the scoring, he would have cooed Africa instead.
Probably, yeah. Because it was a bit of a gamble, but you had to do it and it paid off.
And worth noting, Nasser late war is always
Late
fun.
Arsenal.
North Korea is not overprotected,
Neither is Thailand.
and neither is Thailand. I didn't even see that.
Africa, Asia is weak.
Yeah,
Uh, Good hand.
I guess you tear down and coup Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
think you. I
think you
think.
have to, because you have to gamble. I mean, you have to go for sort of a high variance. And the Pope is not really. I might still event the Pope here, though, if I could.
Yeah, I
Like,
would.
if
I would
you
absolutely
have time.
event a pope.
Because you kind of need to.
Oh,
Ooh. Perfect counter again.
yeah.
I think you still have to coup Italy. But then he just takes it back, probably. But you don't really have an option. Like, you can't coup anywhere else.
Fredrik just told me what the rules are in this tournament, and that is
Oh,
that
did
the
he?
top seed wins the tie. So,
Okay. That's nice.
so
Now,
that's
now you
why
know,
now I know.
organizer.
And that's why Henrik didn't take the tie because David was the higher seed.
Yeah.
Uh, that's embarrassing, but I'll take it.
Good. It's good that the players know at least, so that's the most
uh,
important part.
and we missed it, but the coup was on. Franzipan said the coup was on Portugal.
Right, okay, yeah.
Wait, I feel like we were joking about me not knowing the rules, but
Yeah.
Portugal wasn't
Um,
red.
no, there was. No, he broke it now with Reformer, surely.
Yeah, but sorry, I need to rewind. That was way too far that I rewound. Sorry, I just
We're playing at higher speed, but
Yeah.
because it's too fast, we have to rewind all the time. So it's going to take us long anyway.
Oh, it was 3-1. It was 3-1. Okay. All right. Now we're back.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, why not just coup Italy? That's a good question. I guess
Yeah, because
against Reformer, it doesn't really matter.
maybe not.
He wanted to keep DEFCON at 3? I don't know. Ooh, and Solidarity goes off before Jean Paul.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you might not. I don't know about John Paul now, but it's still your only chance to even out Europe, and you can get Chernobyl or East European, so it might be worth it still. But why is no one ever overprotecting Asia? Like
I mean, now it's scored. But
it's
yeah,
scored, but it's still going to
before
count for
turn
final
10, you
score.
definitely wanna put one in Thailand and probably one in North Korea as well.
And it's one of the few places he has going for him as well. So you kind of want to hold on to it, and you don't have to like if you put one op now in each of them, that's two ops. But
Yeah.
if he breaks it with the China card, I mean, you're gonna have to spend an awful lot more on it. All right, AWACS. Have we seen Muslim? Yeah, we saw it in
Yeah, we
turn
saw
seven.
turn 7. Yeah, it
Yeah,
went
so you
into Ask Not.
don't have to worry about eventing AWACS.
But now, gotta grab South Africa here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Botswana becomes important
I kind of feel
because
like what the they keep failing on space too.
then
The whatever scorings come out in turn 10 is going to decide this game.
yeah, if nothing comes out, then Henrik has a fair chance.
Yeah, that was a coup on
If
Guatemala, I
Africa
think.
comes out, then it's going to be difficult. I think Henrik needs to go into Botswana because otherwise he's going to lose Africa.
No, David's going to grab Middle East.
Why would you
Dom.
play that now? All right. Is he
Yeah.
holding Missile Envy, perhaps? Yeah, Central is pretty
Yeah. I
entrenched now.
think, but you have a chance to break East Germany here
Yeah.
on AR7.
Mm. So it looks like he's holding.
Okay,
All
he
right, overprotect.
finally overprotects.
There we go.
Uh,
So
let's
he's
see if
holding Missile Envy.
yeah, let's see if David overprotects East Germany here. Otherwise, I think that's a huge opportunity
Yeah,
for
I
Henrik.
agree.
'Cause getting the coup here is really big if he could get the coup.
Yeah.
Flipping Mexico, for example, would be 4.
All right, China comes back. For Japan,
Wow.
I like
France
that. I like that.
Franzipans 2 seconds before he did that. Franzipans said, "Where's
Hold
U.S.
it.
Japan?" David could snag Japan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know where it is. It might be in the deck, but
Yeah,
it's still a reason to be like
yeah. And there's Europe, and you get a chance to
Europe.
score it, I
You dump it.
guess.
You also have terrorism 5-year plan and missile envy here,
Yeah.
which is kind of interesting. You could mess with him quite a lot, but then you also lose.
Ooh, and you
Oh,
get purged.
that's rough.
Very nice to get rid of Europe here, though.
Yeah.
Uh, and I
Okay.
think DEFCON is. Oh, I don't know. David's gonna do some damage here with this purge,
Yeah.
but you
All right.
can't play 5-year plan now. So I guess
Comes China. Is he going for East Germany now?
he
No.
doesn't have enough ops for it.
Oh, not even with China. That's right.
Yeah. Ooh, Cal has not been seen, right?
No, no, no. You're right. But it's like, yeah, I think. He
Yeah.
kind of had to try
No, but
because
terrorism does the same thing, doesn't it?
yeah, that's if he wants to do both. But
Yeah.
he's losing, so
Yeah.
I don't miss. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
Okay.
Ooh, beautiful.
That is a big one. I mean, he's not winning in final. There's no way he's winning in final. And there's
No, and
Africa.
here comes
Wow.
Africa as well.
So all the scorings did come out.
It did,
So
but only
now I
after.
guess we just wait and see.
Yeah, you're very unlikely to pull this off.
Yeah, no, it's Def Con or nothing.
He does have no, because he needs to get points from somewhere, and he's not getting any points. Even if you break places,
Yeah,
and
no,
you can't
there's
really,
there's no way you win a final.
you can't break Africa. You can't. You
No.
could break Central. He hasn't even got Asia Dom at the moment.
Terrorism and 5-year plan gives hope.
Yeah, no, I would agree with Henrik there. Not much, because we've seen grains, right? So
Yeah,
grains
and
in.
when he spaces North Sea oil, I think that tells us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he had all four ops now, then David might be worried. But he's got 6 points as well. I mean,
That's a
it's
nice
very
missile
difficult.
envy, though. Although I might have done it on the next action round.
Yeah, when he's only got one card left.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
beautiful.
That is important.
That is very important.
We'll see if it makes any difference.
Yeah, just overprotects there, and
He's got a lot of work to do in,
yeah.
what is it? Is it AR6 now?
It's AR5 right now,
Yeah,
so
so
he
he
is
needs to
going to
be
get
inspired.
two ARs in a row, but one of them needs to be he needs to coup. I just don't see him
Yeah,
winning.
no.
It's not. I
He
don't
hasn't
think
really
it's
got the
possible.
ops either because he can't play
No,
Iranian.
no. Well, he can with UN intervention.
That's right. That's right.
So you coup with UN, and then I guess you break something with China card. But
Yeah, no, he only got one mil op as well.
hold on though, is it? If you get two in a row here, if you break Cuba,
Or Mexico.
yeah, Cuba or
And
Mexico and East
East
Germany,
Germany.
and
But I don't think.
take.
Then you've got three more ops.
Okay, so you overprotect those.
Yeah,
I'm just
nicely
going to
done.
pause for just half a second here to see. So you break Mexico
Yeah.
with Iranian and then China.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then you've
you
got
don't have enough
Europe and the Middle
ops.
East
Yeah,
and Africa to worry about.
yeah.
You can take, but you can even out the Middle East
You
with
can even,
that,
yeah, with
like
China
three
card,
ops.
but it's just not enough.
No, he gets 7 points from Asia, I think, right? But then, because even with the Central is still 1 point for
Yeah,
David.
yeah. Uh, yeah, so they've already agreed that David won.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, really nicely played by David, I have to say.
yeah,
Judging from the start of the game, he
yeah.
made a nice comeback. Definitely.
I think, yeah, the best play is just fill Saudi and break Middle East, I think.
Yeah,
Or
because you
just
can't.
take Israel, I guess. It doesn't matter.
Can you break
The
Europe
difference.
Dom
No,
with
no, because
what they
everything's
need to do?
overprotected.
No,
You need.
but I mean, like Portugal or Greece.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there we go.
5. That's
Romania.
4. And then that's another
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah. No, so it's not enough.
Not enough. Okay, so David takes game 1, and we'll go straight into game 2, unless you need a break.
No, no, I'm okay. Let's go.
All right.
Okay. So we are looking again at it from Henrik's
Yep.
side,
Yep.
and he's now the Soviets. Let's try and remember that.
Yep. And Let me fix just the crop here in the window. Oh, you can't even see that, can you?
No, it's just full screen for me.
When the video changed it. Okay, there we go.
All right, so it's a good hand. He can do. He's got Vietnam. He's got Dart. If he wants to do that, he's got Socialists and De Gaulle. If he wants to go for Europe, Marshall can go to space. Quite good.
De Gaulle and Duck and Cover gives you Europe,
Yeah, yeah, that's a beautiful combo.
but he goes
He goes for
Vietnam.
the Vietnam.
Ooh,
I feel like the Vietnam headline is getting more and more popular these days.
yeah,
And then he goes Duck
and
into Thailand.
coups makes sense.
Haikus. Yeah, of course, that's what we do. Right? Now David does have access to Pakistan.
Yeah, failing that coup hurts.
It does.
Oh,
How do you go? Like, you want to go Thailand, of course, but do you then go like South Korea as well? Because you kind of need that now, because you're losing Western Asia.
yeah, but with what ops? I think you're gonna.
Yeah, you can't. You have to give up on Europe, kind of, if you want to
Yeah,
do that.
and
That's what
which
you do.
is what he's doing with De Gaulle there. Um,
The good thing about that is that you can play Marshall if you don't mind Europe, but you can also space it
yeah,
as
I
well.
think that's your space card. Marshall, a three op Marshall always hurts. It's like not even getting full value out of
Oh, it's merged,
such a
right?
powerful card. Um, which is why I'm thinking maybe you event socialists. I don't know. I can see South Korea here too.
I would probably go South Korea with socialists, and then if he fights you for it, you can always play the war. But he'd rather take it straight up.
Yeah,
And then you might, I don't know.
yeah. Now you can't even equalize or take
No,
Dom back. I mean,
no, no. You have to go South Korea or even socialists.
yeah. I
uh,
I I
risk
I,
Asia.
I like that.
Hope for the war. Of course, you can also hope for in the Pakistani war later
Yeah.
in the early. So Asia is still open. The event blockade here. What do you hold it?
Well, not with not with two influence in there.
No, I feel like maybe to get rid of a card.
Yeah. No, save it to turn two if you're gonna. I kind of like that better actually. Keep it in the deck
Yeah,
rather than eventing it.
I think I would probably hold it, but Purge is not coming back, so it would be to make sure you get D style or
Yeah,
hope to get D style.
yeah. I think I like putting one in West Germany there just to threaten going into France. But
It's always nice to play a card that's not purged as well.
yeah,
Comes a coup
a
in
coup in
Lebanon.
Lebanon instead.
Roll. Mm,
That gives David a coup target though. It's a nice
it
roll. It's nice
does.
to have four in there, but
Yeah, but I think you would probably go for that coup now that you need the mill ops. You don't want Defcon to stay on 3 and not coup. All right, early defectors. Nice for Henrik.
yeah.
Deals with Germany back up.
I'm gonna speed this up just a little bit again. Let me know if you need a pause. If you
Yeah, I'll yell
it's gonna be
if
a
it's
very
good enough.
late night if we don't.
It's true. I was going to be a good boy and try and go to bed by midnight, but I think that I'll be able to. Right.
That's
Ah, the wolf. Oh no,
yeah,
he played the warden. Oh no, he played. Yeah, David played the wolf. Right.
yeah. Just for his millops.
All right. So is this? Well, he's holding Marshall.
Maybe he's thinking if he gets NATO, he can play NATO first and then play Marshall,
Yep.
which is
It's
sensible.
always a nice card to hold as well, because it's a big card. You can decide later if you want to space it
Yeah,
or
or if you get
use it.
UN.
Yeah. Oh, well, not now, but
Ooh, that's a big six for David. That's a huge six,
yeah.
as shown by Henrik's zooming in.
Yeah. It's always irritating when you get that as the US or
Yeah,
if you're the Soviets, because you just do it for the Milops, but
yeah,
or to lower DEFCON, but then
yeah. And he does end up getting NATO. Um,
yeah, this is nice.
this
They
is nice.
hold
Do you
that
take
line
France here?
and give up the coup. I think you do. I
Yeah,
think I want to because you can get back like you're going to be in Africa now anyway. You can and he's trying to not give him an easy coup target as well.
yeah,
Oh, and moving
yeah.
into
I like
Libya
that.
there. I like that.
I
Yeah.
like that too.
That's a really nice solution for a really like a really empty Middle East.
Yeah,
But I don't think I would
especially
have
with
seen
Nasser gone. Um,
exactly.
and now if David coups, you get South Korea as well, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden you have a pretty healthy Asia Dom.
Yep.
So, nope.
Nope.
Nope, says David.
War is gone.
Yeah, so now you go Iran, right? Or you get rid of CIA. That makes sense.
Yeah, because now you got both France and the coup. Oh yeah, of course.
No, you don't get the coup because it's CIA.
No. Yeah. But it's a really nice way to get rid of CIA as well. And he didn't even fill up Angola or Zaire, so he doesn't really have a coup target. I mean, I guess you just
Yeah.
coup Algeria here for the sake of the
Yeah, or
DEFCON.
you put one in Egypt.
Yeah.
I could see
Yeah,
one in
and
Egypt.
it's his go anyway. And David doesn't really have a. Oh, Henrik doesn't really have a good coup target with the CIA either.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you put one in Egypt, you're putting the onus on the coup on Henrik instead to
Mm,
coup Egypt. And if he doesn't coup Egypt, you get Libya as well.
yep,
I might put one in Egypt here. I would
yep.
probably miss it if I was in this position and would just automatically coup Algeria. But looking at it
Yeah,
like this,
yeah.
I
I
might
didn't
put
think
one
of
in
it, and
Egypt.
I think it's a good move.
He's thinking about it. There we go. I'm gonna
Nice
be
call.
happy. I'm gonna be happy that I said that.
Yeah, yeah,
A
yeah,
big roll by Henrik with the five there
yeah.
in
But it
Panama. That's huge.
makes up for Iraq a little bit, I guess. And what was it packed? Oh no, it wasn't before NATO. So all right, yeah. That Egypt really made a huge difference.
Oh, I wonder if you have to get rid of Asia here, though. What's the country count?
Well, I mean that
If you just if you
it
fill
takes
out,
Japan
yeah.
manually, but we haven't seen you
No, he
as.
doesn't have to take Japan. He just fills Philippines and Afghanistan, and
Oh,
David
of course, he's
has,
got one more, right?
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's dangerous.
No, he only needs to put one in Philippines, and then he has the Dom, and then it's an ops war.
Yeah,
I guess you have
and
Marshall, but you don't want to give up
an ops
Marshall.
war that David would probably win. I mean, most of well, you don't want to give up Marshall, but I think in this situation you might,
David felt like he
unless you
didn't
want
have
to.
the ops, though.
No, yeah, but I think you want to dump Asia here, right? Oh, he's going. He's going to play Marshall into Turkey and Spain.
You think so?
Yeah, because why would you go into Greece otherwise?
Just to take a domination.
Yeah, maybe you can. Yeah, I mean, yeah, might have played Asia before because now you're provoking him to take Spain, Portugal, and you can fight over Dom, but you're not going to win it unless you take both of those
Yeah.
two-step countries. I don't think. That's annoying. You kind of have to play Asia now.
Oh, he had Asia. He had Indonesia. I didn't realize he had Indonesia. So he would have taken three ops
Yeah,
for David to take a dom. Not a very good hand for David here,
yeah.
but he's done pretty well with it.
Mhm. I know, no Marshall, but he's still going to fit Spain and
Yeah, both Europe and Middle East are going to be scored.
yes,
Oh wow, and giving up that as
he's got
well.
Romania as
Okay,
well.
solidly red Europe.
Yeah. Now you might as well space Marshall, I guess, or we can fill up Turkey and go for something else.
Oh, we haven't seen 5 Year Plan, right?
No.
That's big that David got it.
Yeah. Yeah, if he had gotten it, then surely Henrik. Now he has to score the Middle East for him, and it's not looking good. But he might get a coup. What is in David's hand? Do you know?
Um, CNS.
Right, he headlines Europe, and he's got
Ooh.
Asia. Okay, that's yeah, CNS. And finally a plan. Truman, right?
Hmm.
All right, that's looking a lot better all of a sudden.
Yep.
In a Pakistani war as well, right?
No, we saw that.
Do we? All right. Yeah. He played it in
David played
War.
it on his own country for Milops.
Yeah, that's right. Special for a coup. All right.
Protect Africa, more
Mm-hmm.
long term, but no, yeah,
Could you try and fight for country count in Asia here? It doesn't look good, but
no, it doesn't.
and looking at
No,
Henrik's hand
Henrik
as
has
well.
7 already, and just one more in Burma makes it 8. So
Yeah, and looking at Henrik's hand, David's hand is probably not as good.
yeah, 3.
But he knows about US Japan, I think. We haven't seen that.
Yeah, but
But
also
that's also
Henrik
a
knows
reason.
about Asia scoring. So
Yeah, exactly. So that's just a reason to score it because he knows he can just hold it forever. Oh yeah,
he's
he's
gonna
going
try
for.
to fight it. I don't. Yeah, this isn't gonna.
Or is it Formosan for one VP? Or he
I
might
mean
have
that
to.
equals it out, but then you need to break something, and that won't be hard. Like if he events Formosan, you just break something.
Yeah, obviously. We could overprotect India and Taiwan and South Korea. Does he know about nuclear test ban? I don't think so, but he knows about Marshall. So he knows it's
Yeah.
got a solid sort of 8 ops. He doesn't want to play US Japan, of course.
Peter mentioning in chat that um, maybe this was earlier in the turn, but Europe Realliance would be very scary for blue here. Maybe he should
Oh,
play
yeah,
nuclear test ban. That's a very good
interesting.
point. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the kind of play you do when you're behind, but I don't think he's behind right now. I
no,
think
but
he's doing
even
quite well.
still, he's got three. He's got
Ooh,
plus.
that's a big roll.
Yeah, he's got +2 on Italy, +1 on West Germany.
Yeah,
If you play a four up there, and he had plenty of four ups,
yeah,
I think it's worth a shot, to be honest. I mean, it's too bad if it doesn't work out,
yeah.
but
And then
it's
you've
a
spent
beautiful play.
8 ops on it all of a sudden.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you also get a VP, so don't forget.
Yeah.
But I definitely didn't think of that. I don't know if David did, but it was would have been would have been fun to see. I mean, still, it's like if Henrik gets how I learned, still an option.
Yeah. Or salt, of course.
Result.
Okay.
Who were in
Colombia
Colombia?
again. And now he has to
Everyone's
score
humbling.
Asia.
Oh, there we go. Big roll now for red.
Yeah. And then now you play US Japan, right?
Points.
And you're
Yeah.
very happy with how all of that went.
Eight. Yeah. Okay. Defectors is back in the game.
I still think decall's worth it. Yeah.
Hmm. All right. That's what he needed.
Yeah. Now where would you put this?
My first gut reaction is to go Venezuela to
Yeah.
stop him.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and I think that's my.
Yeah.
I think that's also what I would do if I thought about it for a bit.
I guess that was a stupid one
Nice
of them stupid
roll.
questions I ask, but
Yeah, but it makes me look smart, so I
yeah.
like it.
I guess there's really no question where to put that. Um,
And now you can take back stuff in Africa.
yeah. And now I guess you're giving up that dream of realigning Europe.
Oh, he vented it.
Yeah, because he has the space duck and cover.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking backwards. I'm thinking we're looking at the David's hand here.
No.
It, I go back, yeah, I revert back into that every now and then. Calling plays by the wrong names as well. I'm sure everyone understands what I mean, even if I don't.
Yeah. And colonials to
All
cancel
right,
that.
nice counter.
Ooh. It's gonna remember to. Yep. Overprotect Asia.
Is kind of up in the air.
Yeah.
I would
Depends who
walk into.
has 3 ops. Yep.
All right, yeah, you got away with that. I want David to walk into Brazil here as well. He needs to.
Oh, absolutely. Before
I mean, you kind
before
of
the
want to do
turns over.
the walk around South America
Yeah.
here with
There you go.
Uruguay and all the rest of it. All right, France is strongly
Space that
socialist.
failed a space.
These players don't really care about space much.
Both have
What,
good hands.
Poland now, 1-4.
Ooh,
All
won the war. Nice
right. Which
extra.
war was that? Korea?
Korean War.
Yeah,
So 2 mil ops and 2 VPs.
convenient. Independent Reds. US Japan stays in the game.
2 more in India.
Yeah,
No, we're protecting Poland makes sense. Or protecting everything in Asia makes sense.
yeah. It's been scored. It's. Hmm. You got domination anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh, defectors. Nice for Henrik to see that come out early. And inventing that, missing a VP, but I guess that's fine. What do you think about that? Would you
Well,
give
now you have a chance to get the two VPs on next turn, which
you
you wouldn't have
do, you
otherwise.
do.
I mean, he should have spaced Tehran instead and held that.
But you're also yeah, but you're moving up as well on the space
Yeah.
race with which can be dangerous. All right, what did he have? A Quag and yeah, this is all right hand.
Yeah. Quag and space or coup with alliance, I think.
Yeah, yeah, you coup Brazil with the lines.
Or you play gunman just to
What
see.
headline?
Yeah, just to see what he has.
Nah, I think I want to keep it in the deck, even though DEFCON is it's always unlikely for the US, but I always like keeping those in the deck. At least if I
Ooh.
play against good players, because I want to have a sort of high variance
Yeah.
escape route in late game.
Took a risk there, Henrik said, with Missile Envy, with We Will Bury You still in
Yeah,
draw.
definitely.
And I don't think he had to take that risk. I feel like Henrik is really far ahead. It's just South America that's problematic, but
I would
um,
never ever do that. It's
yeah,
like I'm not saying it's like completely a bad
yeah,
move, but I usually don't take that risk even when I kind of know that it's safe
yeah,
because I always feel like I'm not entirely sure,
yeah,
especially in the late game because there's so much like late war. There's so much
yeah.
DEFCON stuff
And
flying
if you're
around.
gonna do it, I might have done Quagmire and then Missile Envy, so they put
Yeah,
Missile Envy into the Quagmire,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Right?
does work out quite well for him.
It
So
does, yeah. It's lovely to get to trigger NORAD and then play Quag.
I still want to see him at least fight for India here. Just like when you have a spare op like that, instead of going into Costa Rica, putting it in India. But
Hmm. I don't know. I think I might fight for South Africa rather than India because Africa's
yeah,
still
South
open.
Africa seems, yeah, that's important too. Right. I have a feeling David's gonna space here. Oh no, he has to play Missile Enemy. Take that. Now you space, right?
What? It's
Yeah,
Oman. Yeah,
and misses.
they have been terrible at space
They
in
really
both
have.
these.
I made it to space station in my ITSL game yesterday,
Yeah,
which is why I lost the game.
it's always fun. Yeah, I feel that as well. Like I've reached the space station I think 5 times now
Yeah,
in my entire sort of Twilight Struggle career, and I think I've
yeah,
lost at least half of those games.
yeah. I remember your game at the convention.
Yeah, what was like go to
You
space
got to
station?
space station and you had We
Oh,
Will
yeah,
Bury
and then I
You
can
and Lone
and I can
Gunman.
just oh yeah, yeah. Oh my God, that should have taught me something, right? That's what you that yeah, that's why you should not do it.
Yeah,
I mean, you never think as the US that you will run out of baseball cards and that you will end up defconning because of it. Like,
yeah.
so extremely unlikely.
I think you now we're talking about your game, but you should have headlined We Will Bury You at that point. But
Yeah,
yeah.
probably. I don't remember what the rest of my hand looked like, but yeah, that
No,
would have been
it's a really funny situation that I think
I
about
I
sometimes.
think I was actually doing quite well as well. That's why it's annoying.
Yeah. Anyway, Henrik's running out of ops. Um, I think you. Oh, I don't know.
Do you want to hold you an intervention?
I think so.
Because chair's not really going to do much. I mean,
He.
although you could chair
No,
Uruguay would be quite nice and
he's under Cuban Missile Crisis. He can't coup.
oh right, sorry. Well then, for sure you played for. Yeah, that's nice. Or he's holding Lone Gunman. I think I would reshuffle it. play it for a coup in like Saharan
Yeah.
states, and you might. Ooh, it's not the worst voice though.
No, but
It is pretty bad
it's
actually.
pretty bad. Because now you can't coup Africa.
No.
Ooh, and he had it
Oh,
scoring
nice
too.
timing, lovely timing.
Yeah, that was very well played.
That hurts.
It would have
You
been
can tell it's two really good players because
yeah,
you see a lot of good moves here.
yeah, absolutely.
Nasty hand
Yeah,
for Henrik.
this is a lovely U.S. hand.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, at least he's got Southeast Asia.
I think you have to self trap here, right? You can't play bear trap on yourself.
Well, you want a space. You can hold. Or you can
No,
if you space grains and you play you an intervention on bear trap,
yeah,
then you're kind of okay because you've seen Lone Gunman already,
yeah,
and the only scoring card that David might want to discard is Southeast Asia, which you're holding.
yeah.
And Nuclear Subs is kind of fine in AR7,
Yeah, and
and he's got
OPEC
the
as
China
well.
card as well, so he's not self-trapping, I don't think. Where did he go with China?
I think he
Could
could.
Nigeria?
Yeah.
No, no,
No,
that was
Zaire.
Zaire. All right, yeah, Zaire was yeah, somewhere in Africa. I mean, it's nasty as well to have to recycle bear trapping grains for the late war as well, the reshuffle, but you can kind of get out of it. OPEC is completely free.
Completely free OPEC.
Mm,
He's not self-trapping, which I guess is sensible. There's too many things that
yeah,
David
yeah,
can
yeah.
break if you do it. Um,
Yeah, and you don't strictly. Ooh, okay. No, I wouldn't mind Ask Not here in AR7 or AR6.
I guess your Africa's another scoring that he wants here.
Because now also if you unit intervene Ask Not, then you have to play both grains and Bear Trap. That's horrible. Now he went for Bear Trap instead, which I like. I mean, David has got a strong position in Asia, strong position in Europe.
Henrik, you mean? Yeah,
Oh, sorry, Henrik. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I still feel like David has got a lot to play for. And I mean, the Middle East could go entirely blue very soon.
yeah,
And that kind of makes up for two of those
yeah.
other regions.
He needs to get into Mexico.
It's difficult for the
And
Soviets to
he's
get back into the Middle East as well if the
yeah, and they keep
late
missing
war.
on space.
Yeah, comes China, two VPs. I mean, the good thing about this hand is that you're probably heading for a fairly okay turn 7. But then, of course, you might just reshuffle everything back in
David's definitely playing like someone who has
Africa scoring.
Africa scoring. Still waiting for
Someone finally took India.
yeah.
Grains to space, and it failed again. Ooh,
Where's this
Rush
going?
War.
Ooh, missed it. And now you're gonna hold your breath, I guess, to see if he has Africa scoring when you play Ask Not.
I mean, you can hold Osnot as well, because he's not going to queue in his final round if he's got
Yeah, but
scoring.
you don't wanna have to play it next turn if he has Lone Gunman. Yeah.
True.
That's Henrik asking, let's see if you have it. And David saying
Yeah, but
no. He had nothing he wanted to discard.
Oh, all right. Hmm. I don't know. I don't think he's strictly. He says I would have needed JFK to swing this game. Yeah, maybe he's right. In South America's looking quite good.
Uh,
Africa could
he
change quickly.
he can.
Yeah, I think he's got still quite a lot to play for. But now we've seen most of the horrible US cards. So Puppets is still not seen, right? Doesn't do much
Does not do much, no.
anymore. And then we're still waiting for OAS as well, I think. And for Indo-Pakistani to come back, I think as well. Oh no, that was in, or was that in turn three?
uh, Assaulting for VOA is nice.
Okay.
Gives
Yeah,
a
but in turn,
VP.
yeah, but in turn six.
There's a
Yeah,
lovely hand.
I
Four
think I
four
think I would
ops
have,
and purge.
maybe I would have sold it for grains instead. Yeah, very good hand and purge.
And now you can realign Europe.
I wish he would do that. I want to see it.
Yeah,
It's
but
got so many ops as well. It's worth a
yeah,
try.
Muslim has to be an event, right?
But yeah, but he's in Belgium, so
He
it's
is
not
in
really.
Belgium, but he's still purged, so he can't really fight. If you make
Yeah,
it, if you make it with flower power,
yeah,
then you
and
can just
he's
fill it
got
out.
all the ops as well, so he's can definitely win the ops war.
Interesting to see what you do with VOA here. Neutralize Africa.
Mm.
Do it. Do it.
Yes, he's thinking
Yep,
about it.
that's what he's.
No, go for it. I think you get it. It's not like it's not like David says it would be cool to try.
And Henrik decides to play it safe. They're so Swedish, these two gentlemen, discussing what would be a cool move to make.
Yeah.
And Fancy
I mean,
Pants
David.
again showing us up as commentators that there has been no reshuffle on
Wow.
turn
Yeah.
7. That's a good point.
So,
Thank you, Peter.
yep. Should have caught that, but we're talking
That
too much.
is definitely gonna help Henrik out here, right? Now it's just like
Yep.
if he gets more
Yeah.
games,
Yeah.
he
It's
could
in
even
his
he
favor,
could even
surely.
event We Will Bury You here to get some VPs.
Yeah. I
Why
mean,
did he why did he coup Algeria there?
no, Nigeria.
No, Henrik coup Algeria back.
Did he? Sorry, I missed that. Coup with China.
More four up
Mm,
coups. Okay.
Fun in Africa. I still would have liked to see that rail line in Europe. It's like, I guess you kind of,
Hmm.
because the worst case scenario is, I mean, obviously, worst case scenario is you'd do nothing.
Yeah.
But if you roll reasonably well, you're going to at least like bring probably Italy down.
Yeah.
I think you're likely to empty Italy, but
Yeah.
then you might not empty Germany. But then you can have an ops war, and if he fills it up, you just realign again. I mean,
Yeah.
because it's going to cost David a lot as well to keep up.
Yeah. Fredrik is saying that this is when Africa trolls us and is the last card in the game in the pile, so no one has it. They're fighting for it the rest of the turn.
Mm, mm,
Notable that Henrik did get space off, so he's at 7 now.
yep.
The big
No,
coup, and now he
mates.
finally has a blue dom in Africa, and we'll see if he has it. Time for Muslim revolution on Libya
Yeah, but
and
it
Lib
doesn't really do that much. Like,
well, if you do Libya and Egypt, you get Libya after.
if you go into them first, I can see.
And I think,
Like, if you play We Will Bury You into Libya,
yeah, isn't Nasser in David's
Na
hand?
Nasser,
Nasser was UN in early war.
yeah. No, no, it was you end in. Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, so it's coming back.
Right.
So I think Muslim Rev on Libya and Egypt. I mean, you neutralize Africa first, but then you can maybe. I mean, I think it should be an event for sure. Uh,
Mm.
but
Yeah, you have.
maybe he wants David to play Nasser first. Okay, he
All
did
right,
have
there we
Africa
go. Just the 1 point. I mean, if he got back into the Middle East, that's kind of the nail in the coffin, I think, for Henrik here, because that's his only.
for David. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
And that was IP War. You were correct. That was a big one.
Oh, it failed.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to fail. He must have done something wrong.
Yeah. And I think Nasser is coming now, right?
Mm, yeah.
And
David
David
is
says no comeback
uh,
without that war.
mentally giving up for sure.
Yeah. Four fours
Oh,
and
mm,
purge.
yeah.
The way it should be, says Henrik.
Yeah. There comes Brezhnev as well. That was a known card. I mean, pretty much
Yeah.
everything was known by now, I guess.
Yeah. I think Nasser's coming.
Yeah, because we haven't seen him.
Oh wow.
Well, Glasnost
That's
and Reformer
that's a
and
nice
Tilbrit
hand.
and Cal.
Aims
And,
make sense. Defcon's been played.
yeah. I mean, you have to manage a little bit for sure with OES and Cal. Cal goes to space. Chernobyl in the last round. You can even hold OES if you want to. Tear down this wall or both of the walls, maybe, or whatever. Like there's like two iron curtains in Europe at the moment. Mm. Yeah, not much you can do with that. Okay, that's also an interesting hand, but not quite as good. And you were right about NASA.
Yeah, and
It's actually quite a problematic hand.
terrorism makes sense.
Yeah, because you.
So I
Mm.
think,
I mean, you would love for him to play terrorism on OAS here, but most of the cards you kind of want to.
yeah, no, but also I think David and they both know that Defcon's probably David's only win chance here.
Mm.
So you have to wait for the reshuffle. After you played
Understand.
Teardown, you have to wait for the reshuffle and then play Terrorism.
Mm. Well, we have still Grains in the deck, and Duck is back as well, I think.
Yeah, yeah, but you have to wait for the reshuffle.
Oh, the reshuffle. Yeah, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
Mm.
Because right now there's only Teardown and Soviets, and you just played Teardown, so
Yeah.
um, and you have to somehow get the China card too. So there's a lot of things that have to happen for
Mm,
David to win
mm,
this.
mm.
Always succeeds.
Yep. Yep.
Classic Ortega coup. Yeah, it almost feels like they're kind of just going through the motions here, right? There's
Yeah.
really not much.
I mean, David, by the sound of it, has given up now that Henrik got into the Middle East as well. He's not really getting any points anywhere.
Don't you want to put one in Egypt here if you're Henrik? 'Cause then when Nasser's played, it'll be 3-1 instead of 2-1.
Yeah, sure, why not? Then he has to overprotect. Is he definitely playing it though? I mean, what else did he have? He had
Yeah, but Ames was he played.
yeah, yeah. So
Henrik played
he has
Ames,
to
so he
play.
has to
Yeah, yeah.
play all
So
of
he
them.
has to play everything. What is he talking about?
Glasnost. You get two VPs for it for the War Games win.
Yeah, I think I
Uh,
would have invented that as well,
yeah,
especially with um
yeah. Henrik saying
Bournemouth.
he's a little sloppy. Um,
Well, for being sloppy, he's doing quite well.
he's yeah. Asia is overprotected this time.
It is.
But yeah, everything feels kind of locked up
Yeah.
and not super
Even OAS
problematic.
doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, just helped him in central there.
Yep. David says now he's starting to dream about a DEFCON win.
Eventing Iron Lady as the US.
Yeah, you don't see that every day.
Yeah. Um, do you coup Uruguay here? Is he forgetting about Millops? Henrik,
Maybe.
don't forget about Millops.
Oh no, that's right. You do need Milops.
Yeah,
But he's
okay, he
holding
found it.
Master, so.
No, Nassau was played already.
Oh, yeah, yeah, of course. What's he
I
holding?
don't remember what the last card was, but and he does the Uruguay coup.
Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Um,
Star Wars. Always feels like such a waste when the US can't play Star
oh,
Wars for the
so
event.
sad. And no war games. David
No.
knows war games. But you get hostage crisis,
And now
Pershing,
we for a reshuffle as well, right?
and now there's been a reshuffle. Yeah. So um,
Anything can happen.
can it?
Well, no, not really. This, this
I don't see.
no.
No, I don't see it. You're gonna have a hard time convincing me that there's a way for David to win this. Because CIA's been removed too, right?
Yeah. Now there's too many places to fight over, and he's
Yeah,
not really like South America's not happening, Asia is not happening,
yeah. And he's about to take
Europe
Middle
is
East too
not
with
happening.
Iranian hostage crisis.
Hmm. There's two more turns to go. Africa could swing. All right, he is headlining. We will bury you.
Probably because he feels like DEFCON's his only win.
Yeah, 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 yeah. David is always very focused on his one sort of way
Yeah,
to victory.
finding a not giving up. if there is a possible win.
Det är nu det händer. Nej, this is when it's happening.
And
Henrik
Henrik's,
says, "Yeah, it's exciting,
it's
sort
still
of."
exciting. He knows it's not exciting. And then you take Egypt, and all of a sudden you have, oh, or you could
Ooh,
just do that, win
you
that
did not
war.
need that.
I would have taken Egypt first, but
But you can just be lucky. That's
I don't,
actually a better strategy.
yeah, I don't even know how to translate dasatan, but way to
No.
go,
Yeah, something
something
like
like
that.
that, something like that.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm not sure what to say about this position right now.
No, I mean, Henrik's got a very sort of manageable hand. Um, he mostly ops.
Yeah, and David's just giving
Can
up
can get some VPs from that.
VPs. Yeah, Pershing's gonna make it 14 maybe.
Base North Sea Oil, I guess. Play 5-year plan, maybe with nuclear subs at the end.
Yeah, spacing North Sea makes sense with OPIC still around.
Someone should take Egypt though.
Someone really should take Egypt. It's true.
Just anyone. Please do it. Where was that?
That was Guatemala and Cameroon.
Oh right, yep. And then Cameroon.
Ooh, got Star
Star Wars
Wars back
again.
twice.
Imagine that if he had been ahead on the space race.
Well, then it doesn't come back, but
Oh no,
it
sure.
gets removed.
Yeah, right.
um, but
You
now
rarely
he's
have
not going to be able
good
to hold
experience that.
nuclear subs since he has 5-year plan in hand.
Yeah, no. So I think you 5-year plan nuclear subs and then
Yeah,
you
I
just
think so. Yeah, for sure.
suck it up.
I guess you could space 5-year plan and play North Sea Oil.
You could. I think that's worse though. Don't want to give
Well,
him the
nuclear
extra.
subs saves you from grain sales
True.
in
If you have the
turn
China
7.
card and it's turn 10, you're kind of fine anyway. Because Teardown is gone.
Yeah,
Cal could come back, I
yeah.
suppose. Star Wars is gone. Alright, Africa.
We're not even commenting anymore. We are, kind of, but missing. Big
Yeah.
scoring's happening.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
I
this
think
makes sense.
even despite that, David has little hope.
Yeah. So now Henrik would have to draw two,
That's a point.
two DEFCON cards, and David would have to. And there are no DEFCON cards in this
And
hand.
also he's got China and etc. etc.
Yeah. And Purge,
And now also
and
South Africa
two.
scoring with no
Yeah.
presence.
Yeah. And two more 4-ops. So
Would you play Missile Envy here? Or
no,
Purge?
I think you just score it.
Oh right, of course. Yes, definitely. Oh, he failed. It's a good
Stuck
thing he
in,
scored.
stuck in Bear Trap.
Yeah. We're talking about playing the third game or not?
David saying even if he loses, misses on all the rolls.
You still win.
They're discussing planning the last match.
And also cuddling at the same time.
Yes.
I don't think cuddling is. You could translate Misa with cuddling, but I
Yeah.
don't think that's what they meant.
Cozying up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just having a cozy afternoon.
Just
Finally gets
playing
out.
playing stuff left and right
Yeah.
now.
And now you're gonna have 4-ops the rest of the game.
Yep.
What would be the most humiliating thing to do here?
Mm. I don't know what we can
Uh,
do. That's really humiliating.
take West Germany.
Yeah.
Take Sweden.
It'd be hilarious actually. Do that in AR7.
Yeah.
It would be pretty humiliating to like kick him out of the Middle East, like Jam Egypt or something, because that's like the one place he's been
Yeah.
in.
Although now it is red, so
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm just saying for the humiliation.
that works too.
Yeah, that's actually a good move as opposed to
Taking Sweden.
taking Sweden or Egypt.
Is Sweden the least taken country in this game? Or is it.
Sweden or West Saharan states?
Oh, West Saharan states, yeah. I
No,
don't think I've ever seen ops in that country.
no. I've seen influence in Sweden, and I actually took it in a game not recently, a friendly, um, which was like
Was it
not
needed?
really. No, I mean it was not war in Europe, and I was the US, and I kind of it put me ahead on the ops war, but I still lost it, so like it didn't really matter. But it was Sweden and Norway was the only two countries left
Hmm.
in Europe, and at the moment it felt like it made sense, but like right afterwards, I felt like it probably didn't make sense. Or we shouldn't even have started that ops war. I think someone like good players often say that like if you see an ops war in Europe that just keeps going on for country count, then someone is making a mistake. Like both players are not playing optimally,
Yeah.
and I think we both might have been making mistakes there, but certainly I was. All right,
Alright. So 1-1.
1-1,
Um,
and one to go,
and one to go.
and I suggest we keep going.
Yeah. And thanks for hanging out with this game for so long.
Yeah, and now
Um,
it's
oh, um, why isn't it playing?
yeah, it
Okay.
looks like playing, but there's no picture.
Um, hmm, that's awkward.
Jag avslutade streamen också, men det var meningen kanske.
Jaha, ska vi se. Uh, apologies. For some reason that file wouldn't play in VLC. Why wouldn't it play in VLC? Uh,
Are you still streaming on Twitch or not?
I am streaming on Twitch still,
All right.
but it's just a black screen now.
Yep, yep.
I have no idea why that wouldn't play in VLC. Um, hmm, confusing. Apologies. It is playing in that stupid Windows player, so maybe I should just
You can use that,
do that instead.
even if it's
Uh,
below your dignity.
let's see if I can get it to play here. Nope. What's this program called? Movies and TV. Uh, hmm. uh, I cannot get this to play. What should I do?
But it looked like it started, but there was no picture.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the file, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just see if I can. Maybe I can do. Hold on. Let me do this. Um, okay, let's get this up. Okay. This is going to be a little bit ugly, but we'll just have to deal with that. And all right, can you see that?
Mhm. Yeah, there we go. Oh my God, it's really ugly.
Yeah, it really is.
Can you not make it bigger?
I don't think I can.
Uh,
Because what does that look like for
oh,
you?
there we go. No, no, yeah, that's full screen.
Okay,
That's better.
but I'm
Even though
not
it's
now I can't see what it looks like on Twitch.
why would it
This
look?
is very embarrassing because I just full screened it, so I need to just see. Okay, all right, all right, let's go. So now everyone
Um,
can see exactly how long this game is too. Unfortunately,
I hate when the resolution is bad. It's like
yeah,
it hurts my head, but it's totally fine.
yeah, okay. You mean like it's like wider?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Actually, I have to hack the
Yeah,
other ones because it's
yeah. I mean, resolution is bad. It's wrong.
yeah.
Not necessarily bad, but
All right. Anyway, oh,
oh,
loud
that's loud.
noises. Okay. Um, sorry about that little break. So now we have Henrik
People didn't mind
as
a bathroom break.
yeah. I'll cut that
All
out of
right,
the video later if anyone watches this on.
right. We've got the literal best of three.
Yeah, and a great hand for Henrik again as the U.S. To start with.
Henrik is, um, mm, I think it's the US, which is clearly his favored side.
Yeah. Although
For
actually David got to choose sides, and I know David prefers USSR,
yeah,
so
yeah, definitely. So they both have their favored sides here. Should be good.
um,
The David is purged, and
at least he got some 4-ops this time.
yeah, it is very, very slow. Why is it so slow?
Because now we're playing on natural speed. This is actual speed.
Oh,
Um,
right. It's just that I so used to the fast speed now that it
yeah,
felt like
and
someone had
also
been.
Henrik has the really slow animations for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's usually this is slower than you normally see people play, right? It's not the fast animations.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Pretty standard there going into Afghanistan. I once discussed moving into Afghanistan a few years ago with some good player, and they were talking about like how it's usually better to just go straight for Pakistan.
Yeah.
But I still sometimes feel like Afghanistan is nice. Like if you, I don't know, it feels safer.
Mm. Oh wait, the stream is all wrong. Sorry, I need to just um, need to resize this like so. Think it should be good now. Maybe? Yeah. Sorry, you don't know what's going on. But I was just looking on my phone at what the stream looked like, and it was all wrong.
Good thing you caught it.
Yeah.
All right, Vietnam. What's happening? I have no idea. He spaced Vietnam. Did he? Yes. And Comic-Con to take South Korea. Independent Reds. The US taking Libya, and once again, the US is in a pretty strong position in the Middle East initially. And Asia is also looking quite good for the moment, but no one's cooed yet. DEFCON is at 5. You think you'd play Warsaw Pact here, perhaps, to trigger it?
I think after the first on AR1, if he hasn't played NATO, there's no rush with that.
Yeah, you might be right.
And I'm sorry, I keep messing up this. I can't get the video to look right. Very annoying. Can't get it to look right on this stream.
I see what you mean now. Can you...
Need to like make it a little smaller or something.
Yeah, I mean, smaller is okay, but if you... Because there
actually,
is a lot of space on the side, I'm sure you can see that, but... As in, there's a lot of black.
Yeah. I think I got it now. Sorry about that. Are you keeping up with what's happening?
Not really.
No.
No, now it's even more edges. But if you move it up to the left and then make it a bit bigger, that should do it.
I think I got it now. There we go.
Maybe you just pause the stream for... I mean, it's not looking terrible now.
Yeah, no, now it's fine. It was just it was not showing the actual hand of Henrik.
Yeah.
So let's just pause for half a second here and have a look at what's going on. We have U.S. Dom in Middle East. Asia is not getting filled yet, although David has taken South Korean and Henrik has to coup, right? Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah. Yes, I think so.
And I guess you coup. I think you coup North Korea here, right?
That's an option.
I think that's
Yeah, rather than Iraq.
Iraq, yeah. No, go North Korea. Yeah. I love
Wow,
it when these good
roll
players
as
do
well.
what I tell them to do. Yeah, and rolling a 6 is pretty nice. Or is that a 5 maybe? Yeah.
I thought it was. Don't know. Can't do the math. All right. CIA.
Not a lot of ops, but
Two defectors.
yeah,
Do you headline defectors here?
I think so.
Nothing much else to do, I don't think. Nice to get in the Pakistani war as well, and you can just walk in.
Yeah.
As soon as DEFCON goes down. I don't think I've ever seen anyone UN intervene Romanian abdication.
No, and I don't think we'll see it this game either.
Probably not. It's like the idea of the
Ooh,
UN going into
headlining
Romania.
Asia.
The king is talking about abdicating, and then he gets a call from the UN. It's like, do you really want to do that? I think. Yep. All right. NASA is just scoring. Yeah, it's
No,
interesting. They had DEFCON 4.
yeah, no one wants to coup, but he doesn't have a coup target here. So I guess Egypt
No,
is decent.
no, but it makes sense.
Yeah,
If he coups Egypt, then.
yeah, but he fails the coup. So
But if he succeeded, then he would just have couped Iran or coup Egypt back. All right. And
bigger
the
coup
Middle East
there,
has
and all.
turned
Yeah, very quickly.
very quickly. That's why you'd never coup on DEFCON 4. It's like
Yeah, no one wants to coup.
I do it as well, and then I'm like, I should never have done this.
Yeah,
That was a horrible, horrible idea.
yeah, it could have gone opposite though. Egypt could have
It could
been
have, surely, sure.
plus
And
plus three Egypt, and then
yeah,
Saqib's coup fails.
yeah. I guess if you're the one opening the coup, and then it fails, then you're in a bad spot. Now he has to. All right, decall. And both France and Thailand very open still. And Henrik prioritizes Thailand. I think I would have prioritized France there, considering that Asia is still looking okay, even without Thailand.
Yeah. Truman's still around though.
True.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Pun intended.
And now you have no ops
Oh,
anymore.
that's so true, man. No, that's right.
I guess maybe we are gonna see UN intervention on Romanian. I don't know.
Mm, if it takes France,
Because we haven't seen block. Oh, blockade as a card. Blockade as a card.
yeah, I thought we saw it, but we no, I think you're right. We probably didn't.
These three games are starting to blur together, but blockade.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
It could also happen during the like 5 minutes when we weren't paying attention.
That's true. That's true. When I was fiddling with.
That's pretty
Uh,
big, and he's still going for time.
ooh, I would put it one
Putting in
into.
West
I
Germany.
would put one into West Germany here if we haven't seen Truman yet.
Yeah. Huh.
David checking or saying that his cards had been played. I guess
Yeah, but you also might as well
was
check for def or D style, so it's
yeah.
a good play out, regardless. But I'm surprised Henrik is not focusing more on. I mean, he knows he's going to lose an ops war in Germany if it comes to that, I guess, but still. At least France you can take back later. Germany is very difficult to take back.
Yeah.
Right?
I just realized that the Twitch stream has had the wrong title this whole time. There
That's
goes
it.
D-stall. Yeah,
Oh,
it's just said that it's my ITSL game from yesterday.
this is. I
Someone
mean,
needs to tell me these things. Anton, you're making a mistake. Uh,
I didn't notice either. No one else cared, so
yeah. Um,
I used
so
used to do that a lot, but I feel like I've become better at remembering to update the stream just before I start it.
uh, now no
But
one wants to
very,
take West Germany. So
no,
scared of Truman, no doubt. But I think you have to put one in there now, because otherwise David can just take it with a four up.
exactly.
And we also haven't seen De Gaulle, right?
No, not this game. I don't think. That was the first.
Oh,
Oh no,
quick.
there we go.
Yeah, there we
It's
go.
in
Discard.
this card. Thank you. Thank you, Henrik, for pointing it out.
Yeah, but it hasn't been removed, is what I meant.
No, yeah.
Obviously, there's no influence in France.
But the ball state is looking very. I mean, it looks promising for red. I have to say, like with
Absolutely. Yeah.
Africa and South America.
Yeah. And Henrik only has one ops here. What do you do with one op here?
I think you put it in West Germany
Yeah.
just to stop him from just taking it straight
Yeah.
up.
David can also flip Pakistan.
The problem, of course, if you have one op in West Germany, like one influence, then
Yeah.
he can. If he plays a four op, you can play Truman
Yeah.
and kill that. But then
Yeah.
he just puts like a three op in, and then you're still fucked. Like it's
Yeah.
you can't really with one. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. You just make him lose a turn, I suppose, and waste
Yeah.
two ops.
No, this was just a brutal hand for Henrik. I wonder if he lost track of blockade there when he played NORAD.
Yeah, was that his only three op?
That was his only three up. Yeah.
I think I would have done the same to be honest, but
Yeah.
regardless of whether he did it like
Yeah.
intentionally or not.
On
Um, but
turn.
if I had remembered it, I would definitely have held on to NORAD.
Yeah. On turn two though, it's like it's the most likely time to be blockaded. I wonder if
Mm,
maybe I don't know, maybe I'm speculating here, but like maybe the fact that they've been playing for like 3 hours at this point
yeah, yeah, it definitely,
makes like the endurance of it
yeah.
is playing a factor here.
And that's a completely different skill to like normal toilet struggle skill. It's
Yeah,
like the endurance is a different
yeah,
thing, and that can easily swing a game in someone's favor.
and
I've got
especially if you're used to keeping cards in your head, like what cards have been
exactly.
played,
Yeah, yeah,
and you've on your third game in 3 hours or 4 hours or whatever.
yeah. I've got a friend that I play lots of Glory with, and as anyone who knows that game, it takes forever to play. So we play for like 14 hours in one go, and he gets much more tired than I do, but he's better at the game.
Mm.
So my hope is always that he will get tired towards the end,
The
and I
further you
can
get.
still. Yeah, exactly.
When I was a
That's
kid,
cool.
I used to play chess with my dad, and he would have a drink every time I took a piece.
Really?
So uh, I would just focus on taking as many pieces as I could,
Yeah, yeah,
even if it's just an exchange, just to get that endurance going. I don't know what that says about my upbringing and my
yeah.
father,
Yeah, I don't know. It's
but
both funny and sad at the same time.
anyway, Marshall
Anyway,
Plan
back to
was
the
very
game.
Marshall Plan was very nice for Henrik to get.
Yeah, and also the fact that he had containment in his last
Yeah,
AR in
yeah,
the previous turn, so
yeah,
he got the upper hand in West Germany.
yeah. But David can flip Pakistan here.
Yeah, and also David has Truman,
Yeah.
so he can control it.
Henrik is low on ops
He is low
again.
on arts, but it looks like David might have given up on West Germany for
Yeah,
the moment.
but all of the mid-war looks very red now.
Yeah, I mean you have to get into like, I mean early colonial or OAS or junta could flip things, but he has to hurry and make
Yeah,
sure it happens before South America scoring, obviously.
yeah,
I said in a previous stream, I think that I feel like South America scoring is the swingiest of the scoring cards could. Because it's frequently like both sides. I mean, usually the USSR, but both sides can get like to South America first and
Yeah,
deny the other player.
yeah,
And it's the one region that's most frequently controlled, I think, by one side or the other.
yeah. And I think it's because it's the only region that's empty
Yeah,
at the start
it's
of the game.
difficult to
So
get to.
whoever gets in there first,
Exactly. And then if the scoring happens in turn 4 or 5, then you get 10 points.
yeah,
It's a big deal. All right, Norad goes to space.
fails.
Fails. It's been very, very, very tough in space these 3 games.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you hold on to UN here? I think you hold on to UN, right?
yeah, I mean,
Those wars could be costly,
the
but
wars can be problematic.
you space one of them, but
You space Korean, and then yeah, I think you hold on to. I mean, Arab Israeli's kind of fine. I mean, if you really, really want to, you could take Jordan because you
yeah.
kind of want to go there anyway.
You think you space Korean here? I think I like getting it out of the deck because it makes
Well, I
in,
mean, you
in,
might as well space something.
yeah. In these situations, I like
Would you
poking
rather
poking North Korea with Korean War.
if you
Because then you
yeah
still have access, even if it goes through,
yeah
and you get domination.
yeah. I guess you could do that in AR7. Maybe that might be nice.
David gets off a nice Middle East. Nazis played C.
7 people watching, but chat is very quiet.
Very quiet.
They have no opinions. They haven't made any mistakes. They have nothing to say.
We lost them in those 5 minutes I was fiddling with the
Exactly.
video. Yeah.
Right, decides to go for the Arab. Ooh, and it
And it
works.
does work.
It was worth a shot though with 5+, I think.
Yeah.
Though the Middle East is starting to look a little bit scary, but now it got
Yeah.
scored, so
It
it's
did
not a big
get
deal.
scored, but
Ooh, he's
ooh,
getting rid
is
of
that
Europe.
Africa? Oh, Europe? Yeah. Africa.
Yeah, yeah,
Europe.
Africa.
Um, that is fantastic for
That is
David.
quite good. That is, yeah. I
With
mean,
the
as Henrik here, you really want that scoring. You're really going to need it.
well, and with the amount of ops that Henrik put into Europe, both with Marshall and with having to refill West Germany, and then
Yeah,
they had scored for zero twice,
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah, yeah. That's
brutal.
brutal. Brutal.
Um,
No, I think you go Colombia here.
yeah,
He also has to. He would have liked a coup, but there was no coup target, so
there's no good target.
och fula blå event.
um,
He's got some of them.
yeah, grain
Or
sales
one at
natural.
least, definitely, and an arms race as well is nice.
You can space liberation and UN socialists, or even let socialists happen.
Like how he's waiting for him to headline him before he sends the message. Harvey just said and ugly blue events, and then he says like this one. How I learned. Oh, that's an interesting combo. Would you put DEFCON at 2 here as the Soviets?
No, you think you put it at 3 so you can coup back. Oh, but now you
No,
don't
but
want to.
after grains,
Yeah, yeah,
you
but
can put it on forward to go back, I
if
guess.
they had gotten into Brazil, I wouldn't.
What did he steal with
This
grains?
East European unrest.
All right.
I guess the choice is either leave it at 2 or put it at 4 and you can coup Thailand
Mm,
with China card.
yeah. If you put it on 4 though, then he's going to get a coup into Africa.
Yeah,
So he's leaving it.
leaving it at 2 makes sense.
Yeah.
taking Africa
Wow,
control
this
and
is
South America
such a red
control.
board.
Yeah, yeah. But
Man,
like David said, scoring timings is going to matter a lot here.
and he didn't even get the arms race points.
Yeah. So Asia and
Right,
Southeast Asia.
not bad. He's got Algeria.
Yeah.
Still not many ops in his hand. He can space twice if he rolls well.
Yeah, but I almost feel like you want a UN Suckovs.
One of them, yeah, you want to you and Suckups probably. It's not worth spacing. It's just my brain instantly goes to spacing.
Yeah. I
No, but
guess
I
it
think you're
depends.
right.
It depends on if you have somewhere to put the ups, because the board's really full too. After you
Yeah, there's
fill
not.
Nigeria, it's like, what do you even
Now you clearly go Algeria here. Then
do?
after that, like
Oh,
the Middle East kind of outplayed its part for the moment.
yeah.
Um,
Got a crazy idea to event shuttle here and go for a presidentless dom of
in
Asia.
Asia,
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's never going to work.
It could work if you event that and then
In AR7, yeah.
yeah.
And then no, or you vent it and then you break, but you have to break both Koreas.
No, you break one Korea because
Oh, you break
it's
one Korea, yeah,
evented,
of
and
course,
then you
yeah,
put one in
yeah,
Vietnam.
yeah. Why not?
I mean, it's a crazy thing. Probably not going to happen, but
No, because you need
we
to.
also have the chance to do it with the Surrey at some point. But I'm just looking at
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what the left half of the board looks like and
Clearly.
thinking something
And
big needs to
even
happen here.
even Panama Canal doesn't work now in AR7.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
and that
and
as
he gets one
well.
small step.
Two small steps.
Yeah.
I came up with the expression "one small trap" the other day. When
Is that
if you
yeah,
fool someone to space and then you play it like
yeah.
so.
Is that when you fail your space and the other person's spaces, and then you one small
Maybe
step after?
it's
That's the
difficult
one small
to
trap.
make the other person space, but
Yeah,
like if they just space when they don't really have to. And
yeah.
all right, John Paul is fine. But I mean, I guess that opens up Europe control as a long-term sort of strategy for Henrik
Yeah,
here.
but you're not going to make it that far.
No, no, not unless something else happens.
Yeah, and I think Decal's coming back at some point too to even get into Southeast Asia somehow for
Yeah,
David.
that was turn two, if I
Yeah, it
remember
was turn two.
correctly. Yeah, I mean, early Southeast Asia could keep the game alive, I guess. All right, here comes a coup, and just to rub it in, South
Yeah,
America.
I think you have to coup that
Would you
back.
counter coup? Yeah.
Or Africa. Oh, that took away Africa Dom. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm.
He gets Decal, which
Um,
is nice.
yeah. South Africa, I suppose, is fine, but it kind of entrenches his position, like cements
Yeah,
Africa
that's
for
a
him, which
lot of
because
red
Africa is
cards.
not that strong now, but
Yeah,
it will be. Our man definitely for the event here. I think he'd really have to
yeah,
go for the high variance.
absolutely. And the duck and cover headline.
Yeah, because you got we would bury you, and it also opens up for a Missile Envy Defcon Suicide if if David is feeling
That feels like
brave.
something Henrik would do, not David would
Yeah,
do.
no, I agree. I agree.
As we saw in the last game.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, that's big. That
That's
is big.
not great
Because now you just spend the entire turn fighting for Mexico.
for that with a really crappy hand as well.
Yeah. No, I think you just play Senku in Mexico, right? Oh, you can't coup, actually. So that's even better.
Yeah, yeah,
You
exactly.
just
Now he just gets to play it. So I guess you go for a real line. Yeah, I guess maybe you start off with a coup in like one of the Nicaragua maybe to see if you can get a real line, and then you realign Mexico. Hope for the best.
Yeah, maybe you just place into Guatemala right away.
Yeah, that's also an option. But then he has a well, then he has a good coup target, but I guess you kind of have to. All right,
Oh, you
he's
went for your play.
realigning straight away.
Ooh, what?
Nice.
What the hell was that?
I mean, it's 50-50 essentially, like who's gonna win that
Yeah,
side.
but winning
Yeah.
four influence in one roll, that's not 50-50.
No, sure. But how many tries was it? Like, did he
It was on
realign
the
something?
second try. It was
Right.
nothing happened on the first try, and then it was four on the second try.
And then he tried Nigeria, or what happened after that?
I think it was Nigeria, yeah.
All right, Africa Dom
Oh, you coup Haiti, right?
or Nicaragua.
Yeah.
One of those two. I always like when Spanish commentators pronounce the names of the countries in South America and Central America.
Yeah.
It sounds really cool.
Uh, yeah. And we need to talk to you about your pronunciation of that one card.
Junta. It's actually it's backed up by evidence.
Okay.
Because there was a chat going on in one of my games and a discussion about it, and then someone nicely pointed out that it's one of them is British and the other one is American, and you can basically
Is
choose which
isn't
one you
it
want.
Spanish?
Well, I mean, the word is Spanish, but then you pronounce it differently. Like in Swedish, you say junta,
That's true.
depending on the language. The Americans
Yeah.
have tried to um, attempt to say it in Spanish, but I mean, they don't really say it in Spanish anyway, because they go like junta or something like
Yeah.
Americans. So it's not exactly right anyway.
Okay. I'm sorry I brought it up.
Yeah, not brought it up because now we missed like two turns of the game. Two
It
accidents.
was just spaces, space of colonials and space of decal.
Recall,
So,
yeah.
and he picks up 5-year
I did. Ah,
plan.
interesting.
Can't use
So
it
he's
this turn.
is it southeast? What? Oh no, no, of course he can't.
Um,
That feels quite defensive to me. Like
yeah, but
he's that
he
worried about
knows.
Asia and Southeast Asia.
I mean, there's a good chance he'll get one of them. So Henrik ends up playing
Sure.
"We Will Bury You."
Of course, if he does stop one of them, then
Yeah,
he's likely to win by VP track.
but that was big that he missed that coup on Argentina.
Hmm. We did see you an intervention, so he's not holding that.
No,
But I guess it's nice to get rid of.
it's 14 points now though. That
Yeah.
is. Oh wow,
Nice one.
wow, that is big. Okay,
And chair.
yeah,
That's a cherry on top.
yeah.
A cherry on top. That wasn't
There you
even
go.
that wasn't intended. That was just a lucky accident.
So for anyone wondering, Karl Johan is from Gothenburg. Gothenburg is famous for its punnery.
Yeah. Sure. It's even called a Gothenburg joke in
Yeah,
Swedish as
yeah.
well. Okay. Going for Millhops.
South is gone. I think this is going to go into the late war, isn't it?
Yeah, without South having scored already, there's not much else to get points from, really. It's just Asia and Southeast Asia. We could see this swing pretty much all the way back.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. 13 VPs is coming to Henrik.
Yeah.
Henrik is pointing at 5-year plan.
So turns out 5-year
So,
plan was a really good move there.
yeah.
But depends on who gets it, obviously.
And in what turn?
Yeah.
Southeast
It's only
Asia
turn
could come
5.
back.
It feels like turn 6 to me.
Yeah, it's the slow animations.
Yeah. I was thinking more about the board state and scorings.
Yeah. Um, Henrik's only spent 15 minutes so far though on half the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. I can't really see David's timer because it's too blurry, but
Oh, it's 2:39 right now, so he spent
all
21
right,
minutes.
5 minutes less, more, less, more, whatever. Um, oh, that Our Man was big. It's like I don't know. I feel like Our Man is definitely one of the top, certainly top 5 swingiest cards of the game.
Yeah. Our
That
man,
and
our man ask not IP war.
yeah, IP War definitely. Our Man, like Ask Not, is always an important card, like regardless of whether you manage to discard things or not.
Yeah.
But the Soviets at least have to sort of play around it.
Yeah. That's a
Okay,
nice hand.
slightly better hand than last turn. Um, now you've got your Asia Dom thing, or Presence Less, or whatever. Kid, but he doesn't have a scoring card, so it's going to be difficult to pull off.
Yeah.
But if it's still unscored by the end of turn 6, you could do it.
Especially if you get the China card,
You have to, yeah, of course.
doing
He
it with the
doesn't
Suri.
have the card, so he has to get it first. Do you go Bear Trap here, or what do you think? Nucleus Subs, perhaps?
ABM.
Yeah, either of those. I don't know. I kind of like holding ABM as the US, so I don't like give away,
Did we see Missile Envy though?
use up all the fireworks. No,
No.
we haven't. Oh no,
That's
good
why you
call.
play
Good
ABM.
call. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That was the right choice. But otherwise, if you have seen it, I
Yeah.
feel like it's better to come back later and do a coup.
Ooh.
Right? South America is well,
Yeah, but was that the right
he's
country?
in there. No, Argentina would have been better, I guess.
Give up.
You're in a real line situation.
Yeah.
Is he
You might get
giving
realigned right here.
giving the Chinese? Sorry.
I might
Yeah,
realign right
the
here.
only option. Yeah, I would do that before he coups you. Although you're giving up the coup.
No,
But
no,
if you
you
do it,
realign. No, you realign here with the 3 up, and then you coup with a 1 up. This still headline.
oh yeah, it's still headline,
Yeah.
of course.
But you could also just coup.
That's
That also works.
yeah. So that wouldn't have made any difference if he had gone into Argentina. It would have been the same. Now you counter with a bear trap, surely. No, he has to blame his enemy. Old trick.
Now, I think the best possible outcome for David here is that he can 5-year plan Southeast Asia on this turn, and then Asia waits until turn 7, right?
Yeah, because otherwise it can come back. Southeast Asia is still a one-up thing.
Yeah, and then you could even score if there's another scoring that might be played before Asia's.
I hate when you're in situations like this when you, as the Soviets, you have a pretty good board state. Like you've got South America, you've got Africa, and then you've got Southeast Asia, which is only important at one point during the game,
Yeah,
and it takes away half your lead.
yeah.
That's a mistake I made a lot earlier. I hope not as much anymore. Like when you just give up on Southeast Asia, you don't care about it,
Yeah.
and it can really, really hurt.
Three
Uh,
VPs. This
it's getting
is
close.
yeah, and Henrik has to play in the Pakistani war, which is two VPs.
He can space it technically.
Yeah, and then Willie.
So I think you kind of have to. Yeah, and then you can hold Willie, or the other way around.
Yeah, it's getting very close though.
Yeah,
Very, very
that's the
close.
kind of that's the kind of things when happen when you get too close to VP victory. Like
Yeah,
you have to play really suboptimally
yeah.
to avoid that. That's really irritating.
And once in a game, I had to. It was the headline, and I knew my opponent had OPEC, and I had VOA, and I had
Yeah,
to just remove one from like Libya, Egypt,
yeah,
Iraq, and Iran just to
yeah.
survive another uh, round, and then space brush war because
And doesn't even have to
flag
headline
power.
it. Like, oh, he did. Oh no, so not to. I mean, David is running out of V cards that give him VPs, but then obviously they can all come back.
Yeah, but now you have to hold IP war,
Yeah.
and do you give Brezhnev a turn early to do bear trap on AR7?
Yeah, maybe. Why not? Like, it's not going to hurt that much.
It's just about staying
See?
alive, right? And then you
Yeah,
really
yeah,
want to
yeah.
bear trap on AR7.
Yeah, so that you can get like a scoring to happen. And especially if he's holding hang on, what if he's holding what happens if you hold let's try not to be stupid here. If you're holding 5-year plan and a scoring card and you
Yeah,
get bad trapped,
yeah.
then you have to play 5-year plan, right?
No, you have to play. No, you have to play the scoring, and you stay in the trap.
Even if you only have like you yeah, right, you still have to play the scoring.
Yeah.
Still that would be great, but
For Henrik, yeah, yeah. And I guess he absolutely should play bear trap on AR6.
because I think if you read the text on the card, I'm not entirely sure, I might be making this up, but surely the card reads I don't doubt that you're wrong, but doesn't the card read like you play a card every turn, you have to play the 2-up card at least.
Yeah,
If you cannot play a card, you have to play only scoring cards until the game ends. But I guess you could play a scoring card
yeah,
voluntarily during your turn as well.
yeah. I just know that Missile Envy can never force you to
Mm.
hold a scoring card, so you always get to play that. Um, or sorry, Bear
Right.
Trap can never force you to lose
No.
on that
Yeah.
because otherwise that would be like the most powerful card.
Sure. Yeah.
And you
Absolutely.
would just always play that if you knew that the opponent had a scoring card.
Yeah, because you're always holding something and a scoring card. So yeah, that wouldn't make any sense.
Now we're just blabbing about. I feel like, yeah, you play Bear Trap now then, so that David can't
Discard anything. Yeah.
discard whatever scoring he has. And that's what he's doing. No, you have to.
Do it. Do it.
Ooh, but he
Based on
failed, so that's good.
yeah. Yeah, and Kennedy's coming back.
Yeah, and you can coup into South America, which is nice, but he didn't have any of the scorings. And now there's a reshuffle, so how the cards fall here is going to be very
Mm.
important. Oh, and he didn't get any of the scorings.
Asia. No, Southeast Asia.
Oh, and two scoring cards too.
Yeah, yeah. So he's holding 5-year plan, so he can get rid of one of them.
Yeah,
Um, but the other one he's going to have to play. But that would
but
be Southeast
if
Asia, surely.
if David's keeping track, he also knows that he has 2 wars in hand. That Henrik
Yeah.
has 2 wars.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4 points, so you
Yeah.
could even wait for those to be played. Although he does have
But
three
it's
VPs, he's got
easy to
Alliance.
avoid.
I'm sorry.
It's easy to avoid playing them. I mean, certainly you can space,
Yeah,
Pakistan war,
yeah,
you can hold Rush war.
yeah,
He's got U2 incident as well, which is a point. So
yeah. But Camp and Alliance is 3, so
I mean, because David's holding both the scoring cards, his hand
yeah.
might not be great, and I haven't kept track, so I don't know what else he's holding.
Ooh,
Ooh, that apparently.
that's a redraw, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, I would place into Brazil. Oof. I
Yeah,
would have
that's
placed into
pretty
Brazil
fair.
and Cood Venezuela instead.
Yeah, voice as well.
Oh,
Okay, so
right, I forgot he was bear trapped. Okay,
he's
so that
getting rid
makes
of
more sense. Yeah.
good cards here. All right. Well, he managed to turn South America around. I would protect that. Yes. All right. So now he's purged,
Yeah,
and
but Alliance is 4, Camp David's 1.
oh, he's getting.
Oh,
Okay, so he's playing Asia then, of
forgot
course.
about space.
Oh wow. Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, I forgot about space. Uh,
You might as well try it. Like if you're holding Asia scoring and
yeah,
you
of
got one, you
course.
can
Of
win. Like it's
course. Maybe he should have played Alliance instead there.
instead of taking those countries,
Yeah.
maybe. Don't know if he missed space or if he didn't think it was worth. Because that was the 1 to 3. Yeah, so it was 50-50.
Yeah.
I bet he's regretting that now.
Oh, but it doesn't matter actually. If you look at chat, David said he had South America scoring. So if he doesn't take,
Oh. Hmm.
if he didn't take Venezuela, he would have
Scored it.
scored South America anyway.
Yeah, that's true. So he didn't really have a way out.
Yeah.
That would have been 5 points. Lions was 4. Hang on. We were at 18, right? No,
We
we
had
were at 17.
17. Yeah.
So if he played Alliance, that would have gone down to 13, and then he would have gone back up to 18.
Yeah.
And then it's a matter of space race. Anyway, I
Still
guess
space race. Yeah.
it's the same. Yeah. So
Well, actually, no, because he would.
and then Camp David.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well,
I think David would probably win this anyway, but
I think
that's
so too.
an interesting.
Interesting game.
Yeah, I mean,
Impressive game.
there's always so many coulda, shoulda, wouldas
Oh, absolutely.
in Twilight Struggle. I
But with
wish
good
we could.
players, you rarely see like, oh, he should definitely have done that. Like it's all sort of um, they usually weigh different options against each
Yeah,
other, and both of them are kind of good. But I mean, in this game, I feel like I don't know what your analysis is, but I mean, scoring timing obviously, but then also like he managed to get rid of South America with our man.
yeah,
So without that, he would have lost already in turn 6.
yeah.
And I feel like I mean, D-Style, early D-Style, and he didn't manage to catch up. I mean, that's a lot of points.
I think this whole series was 2 really good players up against each other, and I think David just played a little bit more solid
Yeah,
the whole
a bit more
series.
cautiously, I feel like maybe, um, and sort of more safely.
Yeah,
But I mean, in this game as well, Europe was huge. The way it never really scored.
yeah, that could have been 5 for
Yeah,
Henrik, but
but yeah, I mean, still,
all in all, an excellent series, I think. It
absolutely.
was a pleasure commentating with you.
Thank you.
Do you want to do
Same,
it again for the finals?
absolutely.
So
Will
we'll
that be
talk
recorded as
to.
well? Do you think?
I don't know. I'll let's see if.
See, because otherwise I probably won't have time. But we can try.
Okay. I'll talk to David and Fredrik and see how that goes for them.
Yeah.
And
Great.
big congratulations to David,
Yeah.
and also congratulations to Henrik for making it to the semifinals. He'll play against Johan Jons in the third place match.
Yeah.
And any closing thoughts?
Um. No, I kind of agree with what you said there about David just having that slight edge in the plays there. But we saw a lot of really good moves from both players. Absolute pleasure to watch.
Yeah, just overprotect Asia.
We
That's
certainly made more mistakes than they did. So
yes, yes we did.
yeah.
So thank you to everyone who's watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.
All right. Take care.
Bye bye.